we're live, hopefully.
Not on my screen. Hi guys, are we live? Yes, there we are. Hello. Hello everybody. This is Sunday, the last Sunday sessions until well, this could be my last ever Sunday session, so I'm going to the States, so I'm probably going to get shot. or something. Or a plane crash. I mean, I've always said this, right? Think about it. Think about planes. Think about how big and heavy they are. One day a plane is just going to realize, like, what am I doing up here? And it's just going to drop out of the sky. All of them, all at once. So if that happens, guys, it's been a journey. Right, let's just get through the little bits and bobs. Let's start from left to right on my screen because I've got to set up slightly differently. So we got a few people here this afternoon, this morning. Let's go with this morning. Gwent is, of course, our regular large barbarian. Let's turn that down. He's here, ready to rock and roll. Isn't that right, Gwent?
Yeah, of course it is.
We have the Eagle Meister, a.k.a. Alfred, a.k.a. Tazar. Who will he choose? We'll find out in about 5 minutes. Say hi, Tazar.
Good evening.
Josuke is here, of course, whose name I always forget, but I've remembered it's Carlo because it's my name. So, Carlo, Carlon, Carlos. It's a work in progress, but he's here. Hi, Josuke.
Hi, guys.
We've got Gaz. Say hi, Gaz.
Hi, guys.
And Arlo with the ultra-wide, because he's got a new ultra-wide screen and he wants to brag about it. Say hi to the lovely Ben, a.k.a. DM Tithe, a.k.a. Arlo.
Hello there!
We're all... So how are we feeling this morning, guys? Are we all, like, full of the joys of summer?
I think I'm finally awake, if that helps.
Has anyone here... I mean, usually when we do these sessions on a Sunday, at least one of us has been, usually Ben, has been through the night drinking and is still sobering up, or just getting ready to go to bed at lunch.
Oh, dear.
Oh, any overnight parties, Tithe?
Well, not a party, but I was in the pub till about 10 o'clock last night, so...
It's 10 o'clock. You know what I mean? Like the last time we did sessions, like, I was drinking until 10 o'clock this morning.
That is a thing that happened.
Okay, so we're ready to rock and roll. We've got a few little announcements. So the first announcement is congratulations to Freakbeat, the winner of the mix-off competition. I came third. Again, always one of the bridesmaids, never the bride. But I beat X-Man. So, you know, wins, losses. So yeah, it was good. Mars was robbed, and that's that done. But yeah, big congratulations to everyone involved, and thanks for all the mixes and stuff they put together. We also have a competition.
Yes, bot should actually be working. So yeah, anytime we roll a nat 1 or a nat 20 that counts, we'll put crit win, crit fail in the channel. You reply with #crit in, hashtag.
Hash brown.
Okay,
hash brown.
Maybe I'm not fully awake. Maybe I'm not fully awake.
I had hash brown this morning. It was lovely.
They'll all enter you for that roll. At the end, we shall roll a dice for each of those. The winner from each of those gets a ticket at probably Christmas now.
Yeah, in the mix-off final. Oh wait, JJ was busy.
Completely forgot to ask him. Completely forgot to ask him.
Oh, right, okay, fair enough.
Otherwise, yes, I would have asked him and done it. Forgot.
Probably we'll do it. Yeah, I'm thinking we'll try and throw something in on the run up to Christmas. I was hopefully going to do a depending on what happens. I hopefully want to do that countdown to Christmassy thing the week before December. We'll see what happens.
So, yeah, around that sort of time, we'll do a draw, and whoever wins gets $100. Not what the pot says at the moment, which is up somewhere in the 200s. It's clipped at 100.
Yes,
we
have nice backup money knocking around, or not, as the case may be.
Yeah.
We have backup prize money.
Hopefully, we're not going to fail that much.
I think what we're going to do maybe as well is, as part of this, we may give away. So obviously, what my thoughts was running into Christmas as well. We may use some of that prize money that we've built up to give away some games with the new D&D 2024 coming out around Christmas time. I thought maybe we'll give away some, like a core book or something.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to see how deep Riggs will put his hand into his bag of holding.
Well, or maybe we could just contact D&D Beyond and say, guys, come on, here's a couple of keys. Come on. Right, I think we should move on. Is everyone ready? You're ready to party?
Hell yeah.
I'm excited. I spent 2 hours setting this shit up last night. Right, let's stop this. Let's run around here and let's go. After 2 months on the road, our adventurers finally arrived at Waterdeep. They've been tracking dragon cultists and their wagons of loot from raids in the south around Bear Dusk and Greenest. They've been tasked with following the money by the Harpers and the Order of the Gauntlet. Along the route, they made some friends. Jamna Gleansilver, a known Zentarum agent who is also on the trail of the cultists, and Carlon Amorfel, a fellow Harper who has now joined the party, who is also on the trail. They've also made some enemies, mostly in the form of the cultists, who now seem to be led by the mysterious Red Wizard of Thay, who joined the caravan just a few days previous. A very brief stop at Waterdeep. That's not English. Halved the caravan. No, wait. After a very brief stop in Waterdeep, half of the caravan, I was thinking of like a half of a caravan, that doesn't make sense, but the caravan's the whole thing. Half the caravan, including the cultists, carried on northward towards Neverwinter along the Mere of Dead Men. The caravan stopped for the first night at a large roadhouse at the edge of the swamp, a busy outpost where many of the workers and guards setting out north gather supplies before heading along the long trek. Through some clever detective work, mostly by a small, now deceased spider, our crew were able to ascertain that this was where the loot is separated from the rest of the caravan, secreted away via a secret passage into the swamp by a group of lizard folk. As I speak, the cargo is being loaded into that secret passageway, and our brave heroes are deciding the best way to follow it. They're currently in their rooms on the other side of the roadhouse. They have a very tired but alive Tazar with them now, having been brought back from the brink, and will need to get a move on if they do not want to lose the trail. I love finishing the intro as the boom happens. It's like, yeah, baby, come on. That was a good recap, huh? I enjoyed that.
It was.
Right, let's get that back right.
It was very handy.
Yeah, you know, I wrote really good notes last session. So I was ready for that recap. So we're good to go. Okay, let's get you on the map in the right place. So the first thing I need to do is scroll to the very bottom because I've set everything up right at the bottom, and we can drag you guys, into here with me. So guys, you are currently
In a tiny little...
if you zoom out, I by the way, I figured it out as well. The picture to the left is the ground floor. The picture to the right is the upper floor.
Well,
you
say
have
that.
rooms in the upper floor.
We can see just the room we're in.
You can see just the room you're in. That's fine. So you're in a room and you're in the upper floor, upstairs, with a balcony along the edge when you go out. Currently, you are in your room here. And if you can see the ping, over here is where you let Tazar rest. Now, Tazar has now had, because you'd been here a while and done lots of bits and bobs, he's had a long rest, which would have given him... So he's now down. When he wakes up and you wake him up, he will be down to one level of exhaustion. So he only has one level of exhaustion after he wakes up. Secondly, I didn't know if when you'd had a long rest, because obviously there's a lot going on, Alfred, we've got to get rid of one of these guys. Alfred,
Alfred is going to say to the party.
yeah, I know he is. Alfred, I have a question. Do you in your? Oh, I'm sure Arlo will tell me anyway. Does he have the ability to do lesser restoration?
Alfred.
You'd have to get to spells and then choose spells, because if he does, I would imagine on his long rest, because you did have one long rest since you've raised Tazar, he would have taken that spell and he would have cast it, because it would have got rid of the exhaustion, I believe.
He's definitely got access to it, and it's definitely a spell of a level that he can use.
So I would say you would have to mark off that level spell for today, because Alfred hasn't had a long rest, but I believe he may be leaving us anyway. So just to give spoilers, if you mark off that spell, I'm happy for in a minute when everyone wakes up and decisions are made and the conversations happen, I'm happy for him to cast that spell, and then you will have no exhaustion. But there'll be more to it than that. But let's come to that in a second.
Well,
guys, you have your room. Let's get some music on the go. It is dark. Here we go.
So I currently only see the room with the dead spider in it.
You're getting a little high pitched whine there. That wasn't there before, was it?
I don't know.
Is that just me?
Just when he's talking, but yeah, there is.
Just when he's talking.
Well, what I mean is
That's fine.
he's got a gate on there, so it's not continuous.
That's correct. That's fine. We'll come to that later. I just hadn't noticed that until now. Right, let's move on. So you guys, you can only see that. That means you don't have vision. I said in every map. Oh no, you do have token vision.
I see the spider. The dead
You should
spider.
see this. Do you not
Maybe
see
zoom out.
If you zoom out, you should see the other room.
Yeah, I see myself, but
That's
nothing
it.
around myself.
That's a room that because you're in an enclosed room at the moment. So you should. So you see. Let me just check what you see.
I do not see the room.
Oh, you do
I
not
only
see
see
the
my
room.
token.
I know why. Carry on. It's fine. I'll fix it. Don't worry. Don't panic. Obviously, you would have a light in your room, wouldn't you? You know what I'm saying? There we go. Yeah, super. I'm not quite sure. Can you see more now?
So okay,
Yes.
question, JJ.
Yeah.
What's the difference between the Lesser Restoration and the Lesser Restoration Legacy?
Don't worry so much.
Don't worry. They're updating all their they're updating the whole of D&D. We're going to have questions like this going forward. Lesser Restoration and Restoration Legacy. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I don't know if they're the same spell, but you can use either. So.
Okay.
But does it say that it removes exhaustion?
Let me read them.
Actually, greater restoration.
Is it greater? Is it? So therefore, you would still have 1 level exhaustion. So that's fine.
Yeah, it removes a condition, but I think you need greater to do. Might be wrong. Yeah, no. Yeah,
So
greater.
Carlos' spider has just perspired. You're seeing people through the spider. Perspired, not expired. Oh wait, expired. Sorry, no, you're right. Yeah, he's sweating when it was like, whoa. So that you know right now the lizardmen are currently unloading boxes into a secret trapdoor in the storeroom. What are you gonna do?
I guess we need to go stop them. Oh, I think your wife might be going.
Thanks, babes. I'll
You're
keep my ears.
welcome.
I'll keep my ears out. Okie dokie.
Right, would Carlo have told the group that his spider had been stopped? Well, Rolf stomped.
Well, my connection would have been broken by them killing it, so that would be a good guess to what's happening.
Okay. Arlo would say to Carlo, Arlo and Carlo. JJ's face right there.
But boy, that looks a little painful there. Are you okay?
Yeah, I think the lizard folk that were there killed my spider, so well, I have to see what we can do.
Ah, yes, a common flaw with familiars. Of course, they never really die. They just go into their pocket dimension. The truly prepared would carry some charcoal on them, like this.
And he reaches into his bag, because he does have 2 sets of this charcoal, and he passes it across to Carlo, and he says,
Now, I got this from a windmill, you see. Burnt it to the ground. So it's very special to me. You can use some of this if that's helpful.
give Carlo some charcoal. 10 gold coins worth, I think.
Okay. So you
Yeah.
have the ingredients to cast the spell, though I believe it's a 10-minute ritual.
No, I can't cast it as a ritual, but I can cast it with a spell slot.
Oh, okay. And therefore you can just cast that and have another spider if you want.
I will do that, and I will put it on my collar.
Okie dokie.
Oh, and for reasons, mage armor. So,
Yeah.
spell slot. Ashrin?
Us? I don't do that anymore. I've got myth.
He has armor.
Something or other.
Ah.
And we found we couldn't stack it on Quent anyway, so yeah, there's not actually much point in me doing it.
Okay. Well, Arlo's got his mage armor.
Okay. So, I guess the
So-
question is, do we all want to go down there, or do we send, turning to Carlon, the rogue down there, and us sort of just stay back a bit? What do we think? Are we going force, or are we going sneaky? Or somewhere in between?
Well, I don't have dark vision, so it's a little bit difficult to navigate everything myself.
I will say you would know this certainly from coming back to your room. This isn't, you're not in enemy, although you're kind of in enemy territory, there are people here. Like, this is a very busy working roadhouse. You came here with a bunch of people on a caravan. As you listen now, you can hear some people frolicking out on the balcony. So, like, although you'd need to be stealthy in order to get to the storeroom per se, or the secreted areas, the locked areas, the areas where you don't belong, like you have a caravan of belongings, or you are helping a caravan of belongings that is in the main part of the warehouse, and you would know that. So you know that you do kind of have access to places here, although you also are aware of the fact that you are being very watched, and getting to very secret places would need stealthiness. You'd also know, talking on the point you just said, that the place outside this area where you are here is lit. There are people drinking. There's the balcony that's got torches on it. However, once you were to then maybe try and sneak into a warehouse / storeroom, that would not be lit.
Okay, last time you said that everyone would have been gone to sleep. That's
I think
in my
sleep-
notes, but yeah.
It's I think everyone in the canteen area, he wanted to go to sleep because of the noises, so he was going for an early-ish night. Most people are going off, but you can hear a couple of people out and about, and there is still some lights out there. And in fact, there's still a couple of people maybe out in the main area doing some work.
Yes. Well, yeah, I guess we start to wander down then, and maybe we need to create some sort of distraction in order to... Do we know whether the door to the secret room is locked? I assume it probably is.
Only we had a rogue with thief tool.
Well, that's what I was thinking. If we could create a little bit of a distraction to allow him to pick the lock well,
See, I didn't write distraction. That's quite fun. I wrote 2 or 3 things that could happen, and the distraction's a good one. It's good. Yeah, I like it. I can make up like this. That's fine. What I would say before you do that, we do need to handle one piece of business, which is the Taser Alfred situation.
So, okay, I can't see that. I've been looking at Alfred's stuff. I don't have the greater, unfortunately. I do have access to lesser restoration, which I could swap out one.
No, but it doesn't do it. So we've established now. You move on. That's fine. It's you will have 1 level of exhaustion with Taser, just the one, but you will have 1 level of exhaustion.
I'm going to bless. Alfred's going to bless at level 3 before he goes, which I will mark off. Do that now.
But are you just gonna leave everyone without saying anything, or are you actually gonna say goodbye?
No, Alfred's going to say that obviously he feels like, because Tazar's back and how things were, he's going to say that he feels kind of out of place now, and he's going to take his leave. But before he does, he is going to bless up to 3 people. So he's going to bless Tazar, Arlo.
But Tazar's not there at the moment. You're in a room. Tazar's still asleep currently. I don't know if someone wants to go and wake him up.
But I was going to say, I mean, for the purposes of what you're doing, you can do that on the way out. So, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Is anyone going to try and convince him to stay? Don't.
I mean, we'll make a token gesture, but a token gesture of don't feel out of place. But if you really feel your heart's desire is to go,
if you really want to do that brewing, yeah.
Make sure you've got a barrel for us when we come back, because we are coming back.
Also, could you take this message back to the Order of the Gauntlet where you came from and tell them where we are? There we go. Give him a job.
Yep. And if we do run into him in the past, don't hesitate to come and say hi and all that.
Yeah, when Taser dies next time, just come back.
Yeah. Well, send a paper.
Okay, so for the sake of
call you.
for the sake of brevity, I'm going to remove that token just for now. I'm going to remove the spider because he's on your shoulder. We know this. He doesn't need his own token. Secondly, for the sake of brevity, you move out. Everyone goes into it. Tazar is woken up, and so you're blessing Tazar. Who else?
So Taser, Alfred, and
Alfred is himself. So you're blessing yourself as you leave, yeah?
okay, Taser, Arlo,
Right, yeah.
One of the many A's.
yes, and Quen.
Okay, so you guys all have bless. For the next 1 minute, you have a D4. And how are you leaving? Are you just going to go down the stairs and out the front door? What is the plan?
Yeah, so
Or are you going to are you going to stay for a night's rest and then leave in the morning?
Yeah, we'll stay for a night's rest and say goodbye to the party, and have a fresh, maybe do some brewing while he's overnight.
What I would say, Arlo, your whisper. What's
Yes.
the conditions of when you can whisper?
It can actually go through objects, so pretty much anything that's within about 120 feet.
So
he can be. Yeah, go on.
So
it's,
he can be
message.
your distraction, is what I was getting at. If he's going to stay in the room and not come with us, if we need a distraction, you can whisper to him and he can knock something over or cause a lot of noise.
Could.
Run naked through the camp.
Not that I'm
Cast-
measuring the fact we have
What
a
the
spare
best way
character,
to
but-
leave the campaign?
Yeah.
Just naked.
Streak.
Woo!
Burning.
Oh yeah,
it down.
Alfred would definitely be up for causing some havoc before he runs off. Brewing some alcohol maybe, or getting the party to disappear so they have less to kill. Who knows?
Yeah.
Okay,
or
so
get-
he's staying in the room for now, and you guys are making your way. And how are you doing this? What are you doing? What's the plan?
Is
So, yeah,
the
we've gotta
orc
wait
still
until-
outside somewhere?
The what? Sorry.
Is the what was his name? Boglock still outside somewhere? Or is he-
Bogluck is currently. You don't see him from where you are. What you do see is you come out of your rooms and then head onto the balcony, and Taser's coming out and waking up and getting the sleep out of his eyes. Taser,
Yes.
you have just awoken. You didn't really remember waking up. So first question is, we all know that the other guy had a religion. Does your character have any real beliefs?
Let me check my feats and traits because I
Mm-hmm. Can I
haven't played
remember?
him for a little while.
Nope. So whilst he's doing that, I'll tell everyone else what you can see. Arlo, as you look down the stairs, you do see Lai Angerson, the guy that hired you with the wood, and he's just currently enjoying like a cigarette on the staircase. And Ash and Carlin, you see just along the aisle, the noise that you heard earlier appears to be Pt26, who appears to be in a slightly drunken conversation with what can only be described as someone who looks like a young stable hand. And she seems to be very taken by him, and they're having a little flirty conversation on the balcony.
Right, so we need a distraction.
Well, do we yet? I mean, they're not really going to care too much if we go and say we're going to check on the goods. It's more, I think, if we go down the stairs and see any cultists or whatever.
Can I walk
The answer
to
to your question, no.
Can I walk to the south of this map along the rooms and listen if people are inside their rooms? I want to know where the orc guy is actually.
So, yeah, secretly going along, you hear snoring. As you get closer to these guys, they're being quite loud, so you can't really hear much from the rooms without making it obvious or looking inside. You do catch the eye of Tiet, who turns around and goes and sort of giggles like, "Oh, it's been a bit of a day today. Oh, we're just having a bit of fun here. How is it? Oh, you're all out and about at this rather late hour. What are you guys up to then?"
Just stretching our legs before we head in.
And she sort of looks at you conspiratorially, saying, "Oh yes, that sounds a bit ominous. Well, you know what? I'm not really up for any intrigue this evening. I'm just gonna." And she pushes the stable hand into her room and closes the door behind. So now you're in the hallway here. You do, and at this point, Lai looks up the stairs and sees Arlo, and he's like, "Oh, my good friends! Oh, it's so good to see you. This cold air is very bracing because it is very cold out. Remember, it's below zero and there's ice everywhere." Excuse me. He kind of looks to you and he's like, "What brings you out at this time? You're just having a little late night little walkies with your friends?"
Yes.
Yes. It's just a bit late. I'm having a little trouble sleeping, so I thought I'd stretch my legs, and Wonder Boy here was making sure I didn't get into any trouble. Where'd you, Wonder Boy?
He does get into trouble from now and again. I mean, the other guy earlier was saying there was some rats around that might wake him up, and we don't want that. So we might have a little rat killing session.
Yes, nothing gets the blood pumping and the sleep going like a little rat murder.
That's very crazy. And have a good evening. And he's kind of like, "Okay, it's a bit weird. You guys are weird."
Yep.
Maybe I think we're leaving early in the morning.
I was going to look at Asher and just go,
Rat murder? What the bleeding hell was that, boy?
I just like to kill rats. It's fine.
And as you're wandering off, which way are you gonna follow Carl along the balcony? Or are you gonna try and head down past him on the stairs?
Depends. Can we actually see those tokens that are on the right-hand side?
Yeah, they are. From what you can see, they are people just doing some last-minute workings and carrying a few boxes around. It's just some last-minute people are basically working at night, from what you can see.
Okay, right. Okay, so they don't especially look cultisty.
Make a perception check.
Ooh, first roll.
Well, she'll make a perception
were you
check.
blessed?
He still would be blessed at this point. Oh no, you weren't blessed, were you? No, you was. Yeah, roll. Oh, okay. No, it was Quen, wasn't it? Quen,
Yeah.
Arlo, and Taser.
What's that? That's 9 plus perception for 13.
They look like people working. Yeah,
Yeah.
working out and about. Lai looks at you, says, "Don't forget, up early in the morning, we're going to go on a big adventure."
Yeah, so
Taser.
I think they look fine.
Taser.
Yep.
I need you to roll me a D100.
Oh, last time he did that, he turned into a goblin.
Yeah, don't get a 1. Or do
True
get a 1,
story.
depending.
78.
Interesting. Okay, so 78 minus 20.
The 2.
Oh God. Sorry, it's a bit of a read.
Inherited wild magic.
Come on, wild magic.
I'm not entirely sure how that would work.
So fucking confusing.
Somebody
I might
that doesn't
change.
have
Oh my
spells.
God.
But
I'm going to move to the next one down because that was huge. There was so much to do with that one. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, that's actually really. I like it. Taser, you want to write this down? Once per long rest.
Copy and paste it into the channels, and I'll add it later.
Yeah. Just once per long rest, you gain the ability to sense undead creatures or other creatures who have returned to life. Okay? You don't know that yet, maybe. Maybe you'll sense something next time there's someone dead around or someone who's been resurrected. But now that you've been resurrected, you do feel a little different. And what we will learn is you have now gained the ability to sense undead creatures or creatures who have returned to life within 60 feet, once per long rest. We'll add that to your character sheet at some point, but make a note of it somewhere. By the way, there was some serious negative things that can happen. I found a really good chart for people. Just resurrection should have consequences, right? So, like, what one of them is you always start with one failed death saving throw. That's just harsh. Disadvantage on death saving throws. You lose a background feature. So many cool things, but actually you got a really good one. So there you go. Right, moving on.
Yeah, I continue down the balcony to the downstairs stairs while still looking to see if I can find the orc.
Make a perception check.
$12.
So you go all the way along. As you get to sort of here, you still haven't really. Again, you hear noises coming, giggling from in there. For this room at the end here, you hear no noises. There's no snoring. It's quite quiet. Is everyone following? Anyone going a different way?
Arlo's going to go down the stairs in front of him.
I was thinking that. Given we've already spoke to what's his face, we'll go down this way.
So you guys are going to head into this courtyard. Taser, are you following or are you?
I mean,
going
not all
along
being
balcony?
in one good big clump's probably a good idea. I mean, that said, most of us are in the club.
Where are you going, Taser? Are you going down the stairs or are you walking along the balcony?
Hazar is going to walk along, head towards Carla.
Okay, so we'll move you back here. Carlo, are you now at this point trying to be stealthy or are you just walking and being normal?
Currently, I'm just walking normal.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah, I continue down the stairs.
So you go downstairs. As you get to the bottom of the stairs, you appear here. And there's a guy right there. He's just doing a bit of this and that. Doing a bit of work. He looks up, he goes, "Evening. Bit late to be about, isn't it?" And you actually smell. Make a perception check for me.
17.
You smell before you see the orc, Borgluk, who is much like Lai. He's out sitting like sitting on like a bench outside his rooms, just smoking like a long pipe. And he kind of looks up at you and gives you an eye. Bit late to be wandering around, isn't it? Should be up in your rooms.
I tell him, yeah, I know I couldn't sleep. I thought just moving my legs a bit so they weren't frozen would help me a bit. I'm turning in in a couple of minutes. I'll just do some laps around the courtyard.
He gives you a look and he just goes back to his pipe. What are you three doing? For actually start with you three on the ground floor.
Do we actually know where the secret room is?
You are aware and would have discussed it that over here in this area is the warehouse where most of the stuff was unloaded. It's partially uncovered, partially covered. You would know for a fact that the wagon that you're protecting is in there. That's where it was unloaded into. All the wood, etc., is stored in there. It was much too big for the storeroom, but you did see the storeroom, which is accessible through the warehouse, and is sort of tucked away over in this corner, and that's where that is. But all that's closed off at the moment. You see it's all closed, etc.
Okay, so
You do see a guy milling around at the top of the stairs over here.
okay. Is there any route into the warehouse other than presumably these are the main big doors for loading?
So there's the main big doors for loading, which are closed, and there is a side door just here,
Right. Okay.
which is right next to the staircase up to the kitchen bar area where you were earlier.
Okay. Right. Gotcha. I guess, nonchalantly walk over, whistling.
Okay, so you're gonna nonchalantly walk what toward the front doors or the side door?
Side door.
Okay, is anyone following? Okay, and Taser, what are you doing?
I'm gonna carry on walking across the top.
Okay, so you're just gonna walk to the top of the stairs. You going down the stairs?
At the end of the stairs, or just go that way?
The stairs go downwards from where you are now to the ground floor.
Yeah. So if there's nothing more to the right of me, then yeah, I'll go down the stairs.
Okay, so you go down the stairs. Again, you hear a kind of growl from behind you. Oh, few people wandering around at this time of night. And now he gets up, starts to walk out here. Make a perception check, Tazar and Carlo.
6.
19.
Okay, he looks very intimidating. He's very suspicious. But other than that, you don't spot anything intriguing. What are you doing now, Ash?
So we got one guy on the top of the stairs. Is he looking at us
Literally
yet?
leaning on the balcony looking at you, yeah.
Right, okay. And
And you now recognize him. He is one of the cultists.
okay. Okay, let's try. I mean, we're not going to sneak in at this point, so let's try brazen. Walk up to the door and just try and open it. I don't know whether it's locked or...
I did have that, you see. I did have that in my options, that you would just walk across or just be brazen or do it. I didn't have the distraction, which you didn't go for. It's a bit sad. Right, so you should walk across. He's gonna look down saying, can I help you?
Yeah, forgot something in the caravan. Just gonna go fetch it.
He kind of looks over to. Boglock's now walking across. He's like, everything's locked up. Everything's locked up at this time of night. If you need anything out, you can get it in the morning like everyone else.
But if I don't have it, I won't be able to sleep.
What was it you're looking for? Your little teddy bear?
That's exactly what it is. My dad gave it
Make
me.
Make a deception check right now.
Plus 6, 13.
And it took 4 of you to get your teddy bear, did it?
Well, it's only me that needs the teddy bear, but it's a little bit scary and a bit cold, so these guys, I was keeping them awake by turning over and not being able to sleep, so that they came with.
Arlo's going to back him up on this.
It's very true. It is a bit of a scaredy cat, this one. He's afraid of the dark, you see. His mother didn't bring him up right.
And that hits a chord.
Mate.
You don't actually know my
Jesus.
backstory, but that definitely hits a chord.
Amazing. Disadvantage on your next check. You need to, Arlo, make a deception check.
Arlo's deception is...
This is
0.
going so badly.
Oh,
He should
but
have
that's
just
better.
stealthed.
Nat 20.
Oh, wow. And he sort of looks across, and you now notice, Quent notices before anyone else, that the 2 people that were down here working away in the corner now appear to be kind of flanking around the back of you. You're definitely being spotted, and they are making note. Yeah. So he looks over and he goes, Who's that then? Your dad? He would know, I suppose, about your mum not bringing you up, right? And he sort of steps forward. He goes, well, if you need something, I can come in there and get it with you. And he steps up. And at this point, he pulls out a set of keys from his belt. And he puts one in the door and unlocks it. And steps inside.
Excellent, I think. I'm not sure how this is going to play out, but yeah, fine. We'll follow him in then.
Arlo's definitely going to follow Ashran in there.
Yarp.
You're going in. You're going in. Is everyone going in? At this point, Carlo, you've seen this. You weren't stealthy, so are you following? Who's doing what? Everyone sound off what you're intending to do whilst I sort out lighting.
All right, I'm going to cast message and speak to Quent and say,
Quint, can you make sure no one comes in here? I have a plan.
I also follow in the room.
He's doing really weird things with lighting torches. Don't mind me. Can you all see in there?
In the room, yes.
Excellent. So whereabouts is your teddy bear then?
I point somewhere over here. So we're moving them away from the door we don't want other people to come in, and towards the door that we want to go through.
Okay. So there's a bunch of boxes. You do see the big wooden. I haven't got it in here, but it's sort of over in this corner is the big sort of caravan of a big load of the wood on the trailer, almost still from Lai.
So
right,
I'll tell you.
You could have just got Lai to help you and go and look at his wooden caravan.
Well, I tell you what my plan is, because obviously it depends how it's going to play out, is sort of go over here, look at the boxes for a bit, and go, it's not in here. There must be some other boxes somewhere else. And then, what's in there? I'm sure I saw some people take some boxes in there. Maybe mine's got confused and gone in there. I mean, he's not going to let us in the room, but I'm going to try it anyway.
Make a persuasion check.
What loss of sevens today? What did you say? Persuasion?
Yes.
13. I mean...
So, and by the way, he's a big guy, and as you're moving across there, Arlo, he definitely steps in front of that door, and as you suggest that, he goes, this is where all the people's belongings are that are worthwhile. I don't think your teddy would have ended up in there. In fact, I've got a log back in my quarters of every item that is in there, and I can assure you a teddy bear is not one of them. Only people that get in here is me and mine.
right, Arlo's going to say to him,
Only valuable stuff goes in there, you say? That's very fortunate. I have something I'd like to keep safe. If you just hold on a second.
and he gets his bag of holding, like, opens it up, and he pulls out a giant mirror pointing its guy's direction.
I mean, if it goes badly, it goes badly. If it goes well, it goes well. Actually, a fight here was definitely not... I didn't think that was going to happen. I really didn't, but here we go.
Divination dice, he rolls a 7.
Was that book or ledger not in the crates room when my spider was?
There
looking
is
through it?
there is a book. I think there was a book in there, but he also has another book in his room of all the belongings. Yeah. Right. So he automatically fails.
It's a real kick in the teeth divination dice to the DM sometimes. You can just make things happen. Yeah, so
I foresaw in a dream that you would be trapped in a mirror. For how long, I don't know.
I would say, at this point, as everyone's moving around, Quent, you're stood in front of the door. Are you physically blocking that door?
Yes, I am. I am the door because there's a door
I would
and I
say
need to be a
you
door, so
got
I'm the
there at
door.
the same time. Make me an intimidation check.
Intimidation 30-20.
Oh, wow.
So is the orc Boglug now in that mirror thing?
this is all happening simultaneously. So whilst you bring him into the corner and you do that in that corner, at the moment, Quent steps in front of the door. These two guys, one of them kind of like backs away. The other guy rolled a natural 19. And he's now physically trying to push his way. Are you going to stop him, Quent?
Of course I am. I'm just gonna take my hand, put it on his head, and go like, "You don't want to go in here."
Okay, make me just a straight strength check.
Well, 9 plus 3, I believe. 12.
Ooh, I was going to wait because I assumed you were definitely going to beat me. 1 second. So this is a... Oh, no, it's named people. 1 second. NPCs. Excuse me.
Cough it up, will ya?
Strength 0. So yeah, you currently are just like... And he's just like... So he's getting aggravated and has now summoned these two guys in closer.
The two guys that we can't see because of camera.
Because of what, sorry?
The two guys that we can't see because of dynamic cameras and stuff.
1 second, I can fix it.
That's where we're in the room, we can't see outside the room.
I'm just going to try and get the door removed. There you go. So you should now see... Well, obviously, depending on who you are, you should see outside. Let's have a copy there. There we go. So you can see there are basically a couple of guys. Everyone's moving forwards towards the door. And this
on his
cultist.
side. Token just
That's
looks
this
rotated for some reason.
He has managed to rotate himself.
Anyway,
That's his intimidation face.
Yeah.
Better?
Okay, so I will now say as you're doing that and you stop them coming in, you've opened the mirror and he's in the mirror.
As soon as that guy moves into the mirror, I cast Disguise Self on myself to look exactly like Bogluk.
I mean, Disguise Self is very limited. It is a cantrip.
No, it's a first level spell.
Okay, read the spell out to me.
You make yourself, including your clothing, armor, weapons, and other belongings on your person, look different until the spell ends or until you use your action to dismiss it. You can seem 1 foot shorter or taller and can appear thin, fat, or in between. You can't change your body type, so you must adopt a form that has the same basic arrangement of limbs.
Okay. So
don't forget the bit at the end.
Go
about
on.
seeing through it.
Otherwise, the extent of the illusion is up to you.
The bit to discern that you were disguised as a creature. Sorry, the creature can use its action to inspect your appearance and must succeed an intelligence investigation check against your spell safety.
Correct.
Okay. So it's an intelligence check that they would need to make. But to clarify, what is your size?
Let me see if I put that down. I have a height of 170 centimeters.
So it should say whether you are. So are you you're a medium creature, right? You're not.
Yeah, medium. Yeah.
So you're a medium humanoid. He's also a medium humanoid. I will give it. Yeah. But I do need you because the people are walking close, and I imagine you kind of walked in that way. But make a sleight of hand check for me just to see if you can pull this off without them seeing you change into him. Fucking genius.
Well, I'm in the room with a closed door, so.
No, they're there. No, this door's open. As you moved in here, everyone's in here. That door was open. You opened it. He came in, and these guards immediately came over to follow, and Quent stopped them. It's not a high DC.
13.
That's fine. Yeah, because they've been blocked mostly by Quent. So
It's a good job you're a rogue. That was a 3 plus 10.
Oh, wow. So for the moment, I want to move your character sheet there. You are now currently Bogluk. And you kind of walk over here, and I want you to... So what are you going to do now? You tell me what you're going to do.
I haven't thought that far ahead. So I don't know if I have the same voice as the guy. Probably
You
not.
can certainly try and put on a voice just like the guy.
I will let the first cultist that's next to the door see me, and I would yell, "Leave!"
Just
to,
that.
to the to the cultist or whatever.
Just
working
leave.
people. Yeah,
And he looks like, but boss, what's going on?
we'll take a minute. Just to go to bed.
But they're in the warehouse, boss. What's... At that point, I think it's suspicious, so they would make an intelligence check. So let's do that now. Shite. And that's got. And that's not very good. Did I leave his character sheet open? Did I close it? I closed it. It's weird that some tokens I can double click on and it brings up the thing, on others I have to right click on and go open character sheet. That's crazy. By the way, they are not intelligent motherfuckers. That's all I'm saying. So they look at each other and they're like, I mean, his boss says we should go to bed. I mean, we should go to bed. I should go back to work. And they start to, these two guys, this guy is like, I'll just wait I'll just wait at the bottom of these stairs for you, boss. I'm on watch. And he eyes you suspiciously. Taser, what are you doing?
I'm going out for a smoke. That's what I'm going to say I'm doing. Let's put it that
So
way.
at the moment, you're now here, and they've all wandered over there, and you're kind of behind. This guy is now kind of walking back towards you, and he looks at you, and he's like, help you? Or are you joining the teddy bear party as well?
No, I'm just saying I'm going to go out for a smoke. There's obviously no smoking in the building or premises.
Is that a
yeah,
thing in D&D?
It's like, what? This is no smoking in this building? But we smoke in here all the time. Now you could smoke, wait, but not near the hay and none of the animals. In fact, down here's the worst place because there's hay and animals everywhere. You're better off on the balcony, mate. And he points you back toward the balcony.
And definitely don't smoke near the explosives.
Are you gonna walk back up toward the balcony? Or are you gonna ignore him?
I will go towards the stairs.
These stairs.
So let me see if I can zoom. So my plan was to there.
Tell me what you're doing. I don't understand.
There we go. Going back up the other
Right.
stairs.
Well, but you're here at the moment, so he's like,
Yep.
he's almost like put his arm around you. Yeah, up to the balcony, mate. You really shouldn't be down here because everything's still suspicious. So he's pretty much manhandling you back toward these stairs to push you up the balcony as he heads off towards bed. Are you going to let him manhandle you to the stairs, or are you going to try to say, get off me, I'm going this way?
Yeah, basically I'm going to say, get off me, I'm going the way I've drawn.
Make an intimidation check with disadvantage.
Intimidation. It's -1 anyway, so. Yeah, that works out to a natural 1.
A dirty one.
So he's like, no, come on.
Dirty
So as
one.
you like, try and be all intimidating, he just pushes you up the stairs. So you can, at this point, you can tackle him, fight him, or break away, or you can do as you're told. No combat has started yet. You also don't know what's happening in here at the moment. You saw your friends go in there, and you are now seeing these guys walk away. So it's up to you.
I'm going to try and break away.
Make a
Hopefully
strength
not.
check with disadvantage.
Oh, that exhaustion.
What
I do need to get rid of that. Give me a minute.
4 hours.
What's happening?
Yeah, I'm just getting rid of it because it's still on. So it was, I forgot to get rid of it. That
You
took
have got
long,
it.
so-
No, you have one level of exhaustion. That's why you're rolling
Yeah,
disadvantage.
no, it was still on 2, so I didn't
Oh,
take
right,
it
okay.
down. That's all.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I was.
There's no rush on that. Do that in a sec. Just roll a dice twice.
Strength, yeah.
strength check. You have a dirty 20 to beat. Okay.
11's not going to do that.
So at this point, you're kind of wrestling off him.
Mine's
He's,
not going to do that with us
He's-
being disadvantaged.
he's almost picked you up and be like, come on. We're having no more of these people out and about. You can get back, and he pretty much manhandles you at the moment to the top of the stairs.
So it's basically taking out his frustration on you.
And he's going to stand on the stairs and block the staircase. And watch you make sure you go and have your smoke. Back to the room. Currently, what are you doing? So this guy here is still keeping a serious eye on things. The cultist outside. Quent's eyeing him and keeping him intimidated. What are you guys doing in the room? And what are you doing, Bogluck?
I cast Mage Hand Invisible, and I will have it open the locked door with my Thieves' Tools.
Okay, so I'll allow that. Because you're there, you cast it, you give this the hand, you send the hands over, it's invisible. So you need to make a Thieves' Tools check, which isn't actually on D&D Beyond, but I believe it is a dexterity check plus your proficiency.
Yeah, I added myself to the skill list thing.
Mm-hmm.
Which I rolled a 10.
What, 10 total?
10 total, yeah.
Oof. That will... I'm on the wrong thing on there. 1 second. I've got to switch over to here. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So funny. It's a shame you didn't get the guy's keys, wasn't it, before you put them in the mirror?
Yeah, as soon as she said keys, I was like, ooh, keys, good. But then, obviously, he's...
I can't believe it. The DC of the lock is only a 10. I was sure you hadn't gotten in. So it takes you a minute, but yeah, click, click, click. And you doing it with the hand is a lot harder. You try to use your magic, but then eventually, after a bit of time pass. So whilst you're doing that, what's everyone else doing? Are you putting the mirror back in the bag of holding?
Yes, because it's quite delicate.
Mirror's going back in the bag, Ash.
Given he's taking a while, I'm starting to get my Thieves' Tools out my bag and thinking I can outsmart the rogue.
Okay, so you're just about getting ready to do it. The cultist looks over at you, sees you kind of squinting your face like you're concentrating on something, and he's like, "Sure, you don't need a hand in there, boss."
No, but where is that other elf guy? Go get him. I need him to see this.
Elf guy?
Was it the orc?
Taser's an elf, right?
Oh, Taser.
Elf guy? I don't know what you're talking about, boss. Oh, I don't know any elves. I mean, and at this point, he kind of... Let me see if he can... Oh, wow. I can't believe I rolled a natural 20 for his perception check for you, motherfuckers.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Why did I do that when it was charging into the room or try to figure out if you're who you say you are? But no, that's all good. You guys are great. And now he looks up and he sees the other guy manhandling an elf up the stairs. And he's like, oh, do you know what I don't have? I don't have my random name book. Where's my random name book? 1 second, guys. There it is. Got to be ready when you run. Comics down.
Oh dear.
By the way, the new What If Aliens is brilliant. Right.
Are you going to take a few? Like,
Yeah, I bought a new one as well. I'll tell you about it later. Rurik! Boss needs to see that elf. And he's like, Oh, all right. And he now starts to manhandle you down in that direction. So whilst he's bringing you over here... Oh, wrong map. Wrong map? Right map. Wrong map. There we go. He's bringing you over here now.
Oh, Eagle, what would you do if you hear someone hostile towards you say the boss wants a word with you and starts dragging you downstairs?
but it is
So
the
as he
direction
starts-
you want to go.
So he
Okay,
starts
what
to
have I
drag
done
you...
wrong?
where you want to go, but toward the boss. Are you going to try and break free?
No.
Okay.
I'm just gonna. What's going on? Have I done something wrong here? Just
Okay.
try and talk my way out of it.
At this
With
point,
disadvantage.
click this. Just as you're getting your thieves' tools out to try it, click. This door becomes unlocked, and you hear that discernible click. Let's move this along. So he's going to bring it. Here you go, boss. Here's the elf you wanted.
Okay, put him inside, close the door, and just tell the rest to go to bed, and you keep watch upstairs.
Make a. I would say, I mean, deception or persuasion, your choice. And we'll actually do that because they are actively checking it. I'll be against their insight.
That will be deception then. 18.
Oh, don't fuck me. I rolled a really high roll, but not that fucking high. Okay, so he's like, they look at you, eye you up, and they kind of do. Quent's moved out the way. Nice, Quent. Well done. He kind of chucks him, and he goes, "Oh, you want to deal with them yourself, do you, boss?"
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be you. I wouldn't want to be you, suckers. If we hear any noise coming from here, we'll just tell everyone to keep away. We'll put a sock on the handle. They'll think all kinds of shenanigans are going on, and they giggle to themselves, and they fucking leave you to it, you bastards.
So Arla's going to look at the group and say,
Well, I think that went very well.
In the mirror and disguise. That wasn't in my list of potential. I put, if this happens, this happens. There's so many things. And the thing is, the result of any failure, like a couple of failures, was great. It was this huge... It's just in a mirror, and yeah, beautiful, guys. Well done.
one
So
day the
you are
DM's
now
just
in
going
the
to
room.
break that thing.
This door is now open. You are in the room. Yeah. Did you drop disguise self, or are you keeping it on for now?
I will keep it on for now. It lasts an hour, I think. So,
Okay.
Yeah, keep it on. I will move into the room and steal everything that's not bolted down.
So what I would say that this is the belongings of all the people that you're traveling with. You move into the room. Let me pull up the strong room. Okay. Unusually valuable cargoes and personal items are kept in here under lock and key. You walk in the room and you see the trapdoor that you'd previously seen. You see some crates. What the first thing you notice when you go in there is there's no lizard folk in here. The room appears to be as it was left. The trapdoor is closed. As you look around, make a perception check or an investigation check. Your choice. Actually, make an investigation because you want to steal some shit.
10.
I would say, because you kind of trying to move quickly and everyone's kind of rushing you around and you're a bit distracted by your form. You're not used to being a big orc and you're quite gangly. You kind of open a few crates. You find valuables to the... Roll me a D100.
80.
So you find about 80 gold's worth of so don't put the gold value in there, just put the actual item or an item. 80 gold's worth of sellable goods, stolen, we'll call it stolen goods. 80 gold's worth of sorry, not 80 gold's worth, 8 gold's worth, 80 silver's worth, 8 gold's worth of stolen goods. Dun, dun, dun. And where's my random table? It's over here, isn't it? I think.
Can I read in the ledger / book thingy that was there to see if there's any valuable loot in there?
I would say you do that. I would say that's how you get your 8 silver. There's not much knocking around. There's a few bits here and there. There's a necklace.
I suppose most of the valuable stuff has been taken out of the trapdoor, hasn't it?
Well, the other thing you notice immediately is there are still some crates here with the emblem that you saw put onto it, as in the cultists' emblem. So you do feel that maybe later on this evening, obviously they took a full load. Maybe they're coming back today. Maybe they're coming back tomorrow. All you know is currently there is definitely more cultist stuff here that needs to be taken wherever it's going. But they're not here anymore. And as you look through that stuff, you find a strong box with a few rings and things in it, and that's the stuff you have.
How carryable would those crates be?
You don't need to carry them. You just cast a dimensional door and push them into a mansion.
Well, no, what I was thinking is we could take them down the trapdoor, and if the lizard people come along, we go, you were being a bit slow. Ogluck, who is with us, apparently, told us to speed things along, and we're carrying them. Because the lizard people aren't going to know who the hell we are, so...
They're heavy crates, but they're carrying them.
And we have a Quentin.
It's carryable. Quentin could certainly carry one.
It just means we don't have to sneak down the tunnel. I was thinking we've got a plausible reason for being down there, and we can have lights on so Carlon isn't tripping over things.
Yeah. I would say if you want to... Yeah, you can certainly try.
Unless anyone's got a better idea.
Well, not a better idea, but Arlo would definitely object to physical labour.
You can
So
be
would
at the back
Carlon.
and just pretend to be holding one.
Yeah, he'll go,
There's no way I'm holding a crate. You mad?
How much
No
can you
bones couldn't take it.
How much can your unseen servant carry?
oh, not a lot. Plus, it takes me about 10 minutes to cast it.
Oh, okay, fine.
Arlo, we don't need you for your strength. We need you for holding the light so we can see where the hell we're going.
I can do that.
Okay, so who's going to carry a crate?
I'll carry a crate since apparently I'm strong.
Okay, so you're carrying a crate.
I will light the torch and move down the hatch then. If there's nothing...
So you're leading the way. You're following down the hatch.
Yeah, if there's nothing left to steal here anyway, we'll just see where the rest of the loot went.
So you're following the tunnel down.
Yep.
So as an order of thing, you're at the front with the torch. Who's
Yeah,
next?
still looking like the half-orc.
Mm-hmm.
Arlo's at the back.
Can
usual.
we lock the door before we go?
Yes.
behind us? Yeah. So
I
we
would
lock-
say as you've unlocked it, you would easily be able to relock it behind you. So you lock the door, you open the trapdoor, you go down leading the way with the torch. After you got Arlo at the back. Who's going second? And we also is anyone else carrying a crate, or are you just going to carry one crate?
I'm going to carry one.
Okay. What's your strength?
-1. 8.
Make a strength check. Make a strength check for me to see if you can even lift a crate.
Lift it, yeah. Oops. I threw a dice away. Probably not.
You're there like, yeah, yeah. And Quentin's just grabbed his and is just already on his way down the ladder. He's actually carrying it whilst he's going down the ladder. That's not a problem. Tazar, you're going to try and pick up the crate.
Yes, I'm going to try and carry one.
What is your strength?
14 plus 2, so...
Yeah, so it's a 14. So you manage to lift it, and as you look down there, you see Quent at the bottom, and you're like, you pass it down to him. You're not quite strong enough to make it down the ladder, but you're able to carry a crate without any issues. So Tazar and Quent have crates. We have the two wizardy people in the back, and the rogue in the front with a torch.
I'll just kind of mumble under my breath like I'm surrounded by weaklings.
On that note,
I just assume I
first
can pick
bio
it
of
up,
the day.
and then because after Quent's picked his up, I'm like,
he's like, what? Okay, small, and that's the first. So, guys, you, and at this point, pretty much as a full party, because I was worried there for a second. It was great work, by the way. Carlo, man of the match. A, becoming bug luck. B, getting Tazar to join and getting them to bring him to you.
yes.
But at the same time, Arlo putting a guy in the mirror. By the way, you've still got him in the mirror, which is, I've got to make a note of that. That is amazing. Right, and so we're going to take our first bio of the day. And I'm going to get a beer. So I'm going to say, Bog, is anyone else in the mirror?
Not at the moment. Bessie came out. It's just bog luck.
Oh, you're out your fucking your horses. What does that even mean? That's it. They're gone forever. You're in chapter 6 now, guys. Chapter 5's gone. The horses are left behind. Lie's there. When you're not there, I'm sure they'll figure something out. There was all kinds of options. You could have ended up using Lie, and he could have been with you. That would have been hilarious.
If Alfred's within 120 feet of me, I can message him to save Bessie.
Yeah, to take the horses and do what with them?
Well, take them to Waterdeep, stable them. Put
I mean,
them-
all
put them
four
to the
horses.
advent-
Just take all four horses.
Yeah, you tie one to the back of the other and have a chain.
If you don't come back, he can figure out what to do.
Take them
We'll
to
just
the
leave that. So
adventure-
Alfred,
Take them to the Adventurers Guild. They can be in.
Alfred, and the four horses are currently in the Carnarth Roadhouse. You, with your captive Bogluck, are making your way out into the swamp, you assume, and we'll take a break. Yeah, cool. Let's do this.
I need to do something, don't I?
That's your job.
You think?
I have one job and I don't do it very well. It's fine. Put that in queue. Put that on there. Fade.
Long enough break to.
And we're back.
Check this out, guys. Black Sheep. And it's called Rigvelter. It's a cherry and cacao dark ale. Check that out. 6%. Very exciting.
New brewery?
Yes, Rigvelter with Black Sheep. So kind of it's a both. But yes, sure. I've taken a picture of the can. I think I put it on my sheet yet. Yeah, the fabled Rigvelter. Look, it's a picture of like a dead sheep on the front. It's amazing. I love it, and it looks kind of dark but also red. Ooh, happy Sunday, everyone. Oh my god, you can taste the cherry. That tastes amazing. That is fabulous. Right, enough such nonsense. We are back. Everyone's here, so we're ready to rock and roll. And let's stop that. And then actually now switch to my new swamp button. Okay. Let's also switch maps for the first time in the session. Okay, guys. Can you all see?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Everyone's there. I chose the right character. I went for Tazar. There we go. So we have Tazar. We have so this map doesn't have the grid properly because I couldn't get it lined up. So things won't snap to thingies, but the measurement thing will work kind of. I'm also using this as a big general map for multiple encounters. So you're not going to move around much. You'll move around a little bit, but we'll figure it out as we go. So right now you have come out, by the way, into a. Oh, I can get to click on my button, which is. Move to the next chapter. Chapter 6. From the tunnel, from the roadhouse, it emerges into a spot nearby that's screened by trees and brush from the camp. As characters approach through the tunnel, I need you all to make a wisdom perception check for me.
Blech. How about an 8?
An 8.
7.
Wow, I thought I was just bad with the 12. At least I'm above 10.
Can I use my passive perception instead?
I mean, to be honest, yes, it would be your passive as well, so that's fine. Let me also just...
Then it's 19.
Okay.
I would ask Eagle to do his at disadvantage, but he rolled a 1.
Oh, we got a nat one.
Yes.
It's a crit
But the
fail.
plus.
Excellent. But the crit fail on the old... Okay. Da-da-da-da-da.
Yes, it was a nat one with a plus. So
Okay. So, Carlo, as you come out, you do hear growling and murmuring, bestial voices. What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Thiefscant, and Draconic.
Oh, so you understand them? As you hear some people up ahead, and they're basically what you get from what you can hear is that they're talking about bitching about having to carry this stuff and basically a bit annoyed that the others have gone on and they've had to go back to get the remaining boxes.
Am I still in my
You are.
Boglok form?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say at the moment we're on about 10 minutes. So you're on about 10 minutes. You've still got quite a while as you are there at the front with the torch. And then you hear them sort of say, "What's that light up ahead?"
Yeah, I walk in front in the direction of whatever the sounds were that I was hearing.
So, coming towards you is effectively. Let me just grab these onto the map on my layer. A group of lizard folk. Oh. Come on. There we go. It's playing up. Why is it playing up? With, for carrying purposes, a rather large couple of. Really? Being weird. That's why. My bad.
Oh wow. Not sure what that is.
So they're like giant lizards. Like imagine if you're gonna ride
eat me.
a lizard. If you were gonna ride a ride a wizard. That's something. That's a whole new film. And it looks like they're beasts of burden almost. It's like that's how they're carrying the things. They're bringing them down, lumping them out, and then putting them on that to carry them for whatever the distances is.
Are they carrying the boxes that they took?
They are not. These are coming. These are always like looks like one lot. Like you've established one lot has been taken. They're maybe coming back for the next load.
I would yell against the lizard folk. Ah, good. Finally, you've came. I was wondering. I already asked these guys to bring the boxes. I need that room cleared yesterday.
Make a deception check.
$15.
And they're like, well, we don't work for you. We work for Rezmir. And he seems to spit that out like he's not overly happy about that either. But we're here. You have the boxes. You want us to take the boxes?
Yes, here. And I point to the boxes that we are carrying. Take these.
Is there any more left up there?
Yes, there are 2 more boxes.
He sort of points to the other 2 lizard folk, and they start to walk down the tunnel, and they load the 2 boxes that you've given them onto the giant lizard. He goes, okay, we'll start working our way onwards. And you do now spot. Make me a survival check. Or to be honest, everyone make a survival check whilst he's having this conversation.
Ouch.
Is that a 1?
That's a 1.
2 fails.
I do have +4, but still.
6.
Oh,
Baba.
some great survival rolls here.
Yeah, mine's not great either. 4 + 1, 5.
Did I have the highest with 12?
Okay. What you do spot, but you don't really see. You're not able to follow the trail per se, but you do see quite an obvious, I mean, obvious-ish, path that's been set, and you do see some torches that appear to be sort of like leading what would appear to be like a safe path through the swamp, and they follow that path out of your eye shot as they start to go in this direction, and eventually they disappear into the darkness.
I would walk in that direction also.
Are you now following them deliberately as they go, or are you now stealthing behind them?
I will not following directly behind them, but I would eventually walk in the same direction. Not yet stealthily.
Okay, so you're sort of moving, not stealthily. Okay. I would say that if you give a bit of time and they've moved ahead, that's fine. So are you all following?
Yeah, I'd say so.
So you're all following this main path. You can all move your own tokens. As I'll move Carlin at the front. As you all move along, it takes a while, sort of like you're now hitting. Let me just read the thing. Right. So, at this point, to keep following them, I need you only, Carlo, to make a survival check.
Given the rest of us seem to be losing our shoes in the mud.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
You're doing
Plus
well
one.
today.
They're moving pretty quick with the big thing carrying, but you're able to keep them far enough away in the distance so that you don't come across it, and you're able to now see the path that they're following, and you're able to easily keep track of where they are. You're also aware that at some point that behind you they're loading up. They're going to be a bit of time, but at this point, as your disguise self drops, and you are now yourself. 1 hour has gone by.
Did that happen in sight of one of those lizard folk guys? No.
I would say now that you are this far away, I would also say that you are keeping them way in the distance. You're giving yourself enough time so that you don't really have to be stealthy, but if you were to get any closer to them, you would be. But with that natural 20, I would say that you're able to keep the distance apart so that you can keep an eye on them without the need for stealth rolls just yet. What I do need you to do, though, is roll me a d20. Straight d20.
$13.
Okay. Cool. Hour goes by. You keep an eye. You're following them. No real issues. You keep following. Are you still gonna? So you're staying out front. I would say, are you carrying the torch? Because obviously you don't have dark vision, and it is now there are torches intermittently spread. So are you still carrying a torch? Or have you doused it?
I would think I would still be carrying a torch. Yeah.
So you're carrying it. You're kind of following the path round. Everyone's following you.
Unless someone else wants to walk.
Around about an hour goes by. Does someone else want to roll me a d20? And at the same time, Carlo, can you roll me another survival check just to make sure you can keep track?
Hey, nope. That's a 5.
I rolled an 18 on survival.
So again, no problem keeping the distance, no problem following them. And a 5. Was that Sarge? Can you roll me a I think it's a roll me a d12. This is where the excitement happens.
11 enemies jumps at you, or something.
What did you roll? 11. Okay. Right. 1 second then. So I would say put yourselves where you are in your order. So as you're following along in a line, or as a group, if you want to go next to someone, put yourself exactly where you think you'll be. If you want to be bringing up the rear, yeah, there we go. As you get to this point,
The map is dark for me.
Carlo stops for a second and he's checking and he's just keeping an eye on the distance in front. And all of a sudden, you hear a crack coming from the left.
Yeah, the map is dark for me as well.
We can't
What?
see yet.
That's right, yes, because there's no torches. But there is some torches on the path. I just haven't moved them yet. Let me do light. Is that better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Super. It's weird it's giving them a different picture than the other torches that I set yesterday. Strange. Okay. So you hear a crack coming up from, I would imagine, who's got the highest passive perception? So Carlo, you would hear, because you definitely got the highest passive perception. You hear a crack coming off from the left. And let me just... Oh, they do. No, they already get that. That's fine. Let me check that. Oh, yeah, definitely. And all of a sudden, you see an arrow whistling out from the shrubbery, which misses just Ash. All of a sudden, Ash, you're like, "Vroom!" In a tree next to you, this arrow appears, and I need everybody to roll initiative. Let's get some initiative on this board. Let's go. First combat of the day.
I rolled a 1 on initiative.
Nice.
+4, but yeah, still.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these to the left first because it's easier. Oh, no, I just put them on the lighting layer. That's exactly where you want the bad guys. There. Switch to there. So we've got this guy over here, and this guy over here, this guy over here, and this guy over here. Okay, let me do their stuff. Oh, I need to move him down so I can right click and go. Oof, really? Open character. Pop it out. Oh, what do you want with yours? But cheese if there is some, some of that pickle. The onion relishy thing that's in the thing. Habanero onion relish. Sorry guys, my food's coming. Oh my god, sometimes computers can be really annoying. Also, why did the action music not start? There we go. Right.
Are the lizard folk and the big lizard still in the combating, or are they...
No. So they're ahead. In the same way that you didn't have to stealth, they're far enough away that all of a sudden the attacks just happened on you guys and they're out of range. Whether the other people coming from behind and stuff is another question, but they're quite aware as well. We'll see how long the combat takes. There is a turn counter. Right, so that's one guy. That's them done. Let me just grab the other guy that I need to grab, which is this guy.
Yeah, except there's no turn order.
There's always a turn order.
There's a turn order, there's just no one on it.
I'm working on it, guys. I'm just trying to get... It's automatically doing my pop-outs into a massive window with my other stuff, which it never did before. Rather than putting them into the separate window. Thanks,
Serving
babes.
wench has arrived.
Serving wench has arrived with
Excellent.
the serving food. Scotch egg and cheese, baby. There we go. So I now have my two characters over here, which I can get to. Meanwhile, I will now do the turn order. So the turn order is there. I just need to delete everything. I've deleted everyone. Just to save confusion. And now, is it control you, yeah? There we go.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. I like how Taser's that little bit smaller. That's because he's diminished. Don't forget, Taser, when you're rolling... attack rolls aren't a disadvantage, are they? Now? It's just ability checks. Or is it attack rolls as well for exhaustion? What does it say?
Oh, bloody hell. So on the old rules, it's disadvantage on ability checks, which I don't believe attacking is. In the new rules, apparently it's -2 to D20 tests and -5 feet to speed. But I'm assuming we're still on legacy rules at the moment.
That's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, we'll be running legacy.
Because the campaign will all be written around that, won't it?
Yeah. Why hasn't it added their rolls in? It's so annoying now. A lot has changed. I didn't tell it to. So I didn't see what their rolls were. I think they're in roll 20 though, right? Maybe just for me, yeah. So it's put them in the thing. So the type 1 got 14. And the pure blood got 3. Let's put that in order. Descending. So, top of the round. But initiative, I believe, is an ability check. So you need to roll that again, please, Taser. 1 second. I'm going to go and slap the servant wench for not bringing me cutlery. Serving wench! What kind of service is this? I like it. I'm not in a tavern, we're in a swamp! It says you're in a tavern, you should use your fingers. Right. What was the second roll? Oh, he's done it. So, Tide, what's your dexterity, please?
My
It's
dexterity.
14. No, it's Taser. And it's 14. I remember that from a minute ago. So we're all good. Strength. Now, what's your dexterity? I think it's higher.
16.
Yeah. So you go first. You've just seen this arrow come out. Oh, no, there is a surprise round because they're all attacking. One's attacked. I'm going to attack with all of them. So... Oh. Dun, 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 dun. Tazar, I need you to make me an intelligence saving throw. Sorry about this, guys. I had that up. There you go. It's there. And
4.
it does say 4.
At disadvantage?
It's not a disadvantage on saving throws, is he? Or is he? I don't think he is anymore. I think that was at the last level.
I can do it again anyway.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think at 4 you failed, whatever it is.
Yeah, you definitely have failed. You feel a
attack rolls and saving
compulsion.
throws are level 3, so... Fine.
You feel a compulsion, Tazar. 1 second, I've just got to read this quickly. Do you have any, just in your, let me just check, it'll be quicker. Tazar, Feature some traits. Roll again, because you don't have disadvantage, and you have advantage to being charmed. So roll again, you roll with advantage, Taser.
Ooh. So. That's better. 15.
So you feel this compulsion, right? You suddenly feel something take over on your abilities, and it was, you had this fight or flight situation, and you saw the arrow, and you suddenly felt the compulsion to just leave, and then you're like, no, I can't abandon my friends, and you shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. Meanwhile, okay, so that was that guy. Now we're going to go to the type 1. That was the type 1, sorry. That was his action. It's pretty annoying that it's put the spells in here and hasn't actually put the descriptions of them. This guy steps up to here, and I need Quent, and you basically, you three, I need you to all make me a Constitution saving throw.
What's that? Quentarlo and Taser.
Yes.
15 plus 6 equals 21.
That is fine.
13.
14.
That is not fine. What is it? Is it half damage? Yes. Okay. So all of a sudden, this snake-headed guy comes out. By the way, can I open it up? Yeah, can I go GM? No. It's really weird that he keeps changing, which I do, but I've got his details over here. What you see is it looks so different. It looks different than it did yesterday. It's really annoying. It's like he has a snake head and a man's body, and he kind of comes out of the wilderness and suddenly just extends his hand and a cloud of poison comes out, and does. Is that 4 or 7? That's an 11. Ooh. 18. So 18 points of damage to anyone who rolled under a 12. Oh no, wait, that was a different. Sorry, 1 second. That's his DC for that suggestion spell. It was the poison spray spell, which was 15, wasn't it? I think. Oh, no, it just says con save, so it would be 12. So if you rolled under a 12, you take 18 points of damage. Otherwise, you take 9.
Okay.
And finally, Carlo, you get hit by an arrow.
Right in the bum.
It's a short bow with this guy. Excuse me. Oh, that's spicy. Oh my goodness. You take... Oh, sorry, to hit is 18 to hit.
It would hit.
So an arrow just hits you in the arm and does 1d6 plus 1. 4 points of damage. Plus 5 points of poison damage. It's poison tipped. But it's not the kind of poison that you need to save against. It just does. You feel it pulse into you, and you feel a little bit your life's drained away as you take that much damage. That is their turn. We now go to the top of the round. Tazar, you are up.
Okay, so with distance, I'm guessing I loaded the 8 bullets I've got left into one of the guns before we set off.
Your gun will be loaded, yeah. Tell me now, though, what are you currently, as you're out walking through this thing, what are you currently carrying?
So it would be the shield and...
So the shield in one hand and the gun in the other.
Yes.
Which would make sense because you're looking around at range, you're a bit on edge. These guys pop out, and all of a sudden you've still got the shield, and then you're going to shoot, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Are you using any of your trick shots?
Ooh, let me see. Do this.
You basically have Deadeye for advantage or piercing, which is helpful if people are standing in a line.
Which they're not. So you could do a Deadeye for advantage if you wanted to.
Not this turn.
Okay, makes sense.
Which
So just
one
take
of
a
the
shot.
guns am I using? Just out. So I got.
You tell me.
Still got both.
You still have both on you. As you came out, you would pull one out.
I think I'd probably be going for the palm pistol. It would make sense.
Okay.
$13 to hit.
13. Who are you attacking?
So I think I'm going to go for the one that's closest to us. I will.
Yeah, it stayed out of range because it wanted to, so that's fine. So you don't have disadvantage or anything. So 13 is going to hit.
$7 points of damage.
7 points of damage.
Now, you attack twice, right?
Yes.
Yeah, when you attack twice, so you can fire again. How many bullets you got left?
My inventory says I am keeping a track of this. So at the moment, I've just shot one, so I'm down now to 7.
Okay.
7. Again. Shoot. 15 to hit.
Hits.
$11 points of damage.
Oof. Good work. 2 good attacks. Anything else? Are you going to move?
Let's have a look. Yeah.
Arlo, you're up next.
Yes, I'm gonna get a little bit of distance. From the person that I was shooting at, try and
Just move yourself where you want to go whilst you're doing that. Any bonus actions?
let's see what bonus actions I have. Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna see what move.
Okay, so you've move yourself where you want to be on the map within 10, 15 feet. 20, yeah, so you just move where you want to move. Pardon me. Arlo.
While he's figuring that out, I cast hypnotic pattern.
Okay.
So right in front of Carlon, hypnotic pattern just starts appearing in the air and covers at least those 2 people in front of it. So they need to make DC 16.
And what is the hypnotic pattern? What are they seeing?
Well, it's just hypnotic lights, isn't it?
Well, you can choose, I think.
Can you choose?
I think so. I think for flavour, I used to do it. I used to say what it was. So if you want to, you can say what they see.
What they see are little dancing cats batting playfully at yarns of wool.
There you go.
And it's mesmerizing.
Is it? That's for me to find out.
DC 16 wisdom saving throw.
Now so the first ones aren't terribly wise. So, do you know what? He rolled a 2, so that's not a great start. And then each of these guys, actually 1, isn't it? Oh, that's a 16, natural 16. So this guy here is definitely fascinating. By the way, I will. You can tell obviously because it's the 1 and the 3 others, right? He certainly looked like the strongest of them. He's currently fascinated. Anything else?
No, definitely going to move. I don't think I've got any. Yeah. Okay, so he's just going to. Yeah, he can make it back there. So I'm just going to hide over here behind a meat shield.
Okay, so you're going to run up there and hide.
Yeah, I'm hiding to the north of him. I've got a feeling that Quent's going to probably charge the one to the north, so I want to stay away from the one to the south.
Quent, you're up. Ash on deck.
You got a feeling, eh? Well, your feeling might be right. Because I'm pretty sure I'm about to rage and then rain down all ungodly hell on the one to the north.
Okay, so you're going to rage and go.
Yeah, so Arlo's just like, bam, hypnotic lights, and then he looks around and he says,
Quench smash!
and it just runs.
Okay, so roll to hit. Their AC's 11, guys.
How about 23 to hit?
I'm pretty sure that Quent would hit if he rolled a 2.
Ouch. Right, let me see. We need a 12 and we need a... What's that thing? Sixer. We need a 6er. Yeah. Because the first the first slash thing with rage mode is always including the divine fury slash. I think this. So basically, we get 9 plus 4, so that will be 13 plus 6 plus 3 necrotic. Ugh. What was that? Calculations. 20 damage, I think. Correct me if wrong. On the first attack.
Okay. She's
subject still
definitely
alive?
blooded, but still up.
And you get another one without divine damage this time because it only works on the first one.
I mean, if you hit, she's dead.
2.
You talked about rolling a 2 and I was
I'm
still
not sure.
dead,
What is
so-
your plus when you're raging?
Well, I got 2 plus 7.
Oh, that's not enough.
Nope.
Oh, she's got an 11. So there you go. So as you swing once, the second time she dodges to the left. Say she's a snake monster. Maybe is she? Who knows? I don't know. I don't want to trade. I don't want to give her any characteristics that they don't already have. Okay. She's still up. Do you want to move? Do you want to do anything else?
Nope, I'm good here.
Okay, we move on to you, Ash.
Okie dokie. Knowing that time's a little bit of the essence, I'm going to twin spell Chromatic Orb and fire one at the one directly to our south and one at this one, which is
For those two guys, yeah.
which isn't
The two that are not
charmed.
charmed.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Try and take some
Roll to hit.
damage off them. Okay. Black one's the left one. That's 6 plus 6 is 12, so just hits.
Yeah.
And white one for the other one is 11 plus 6, so yeah. Okay, so damage. This is going to be fire damage if it makes any difference. 3d8.
Oof. Oof.
20 points of fire damage.
That's a big set of rolls. 20 with 3d8s. The max you could get was 24.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's nice. And then for the other one,
3. Come on.
uh,
Okay.
not as bad, but not as good. So what's
15.
that? 9, 15, yeah.
Okay.
Oops.
Anything else?
No, don't think so.
Carla, you're up.
Don't think there's any point in moving.
I will move a little bit behind Ashran.
Everyone's hiding behind Ashrin. It's hilarious. He's like a small sorcerer. It's hilarious. Just gonna hide behind you, boy.
Then I will take my hand crossbow and I will attack the human-looking thing above Quent.
Okay, you take this gun. Yeah. Roll to hit.
You're gonna steal my kill!
Only a 10, so probably not.
10 total.
10 total, yeah.
That misses.
Then I don't think I can shoot again with my hand crossbow with my bonus
No,
action.
you can't. You can shoot with your hand crossbow and attack with a dagger, but you can't do 2 attacks with a ranged. So you get another hand crossbow. Okay. So you step in, look around, take your shot.
Oops.
Misses.
I will move towards Quent and attack with my short sword as my
Okay.
bonus action.
Flank
Yep.
him.
So you're going to move here and attack. Do it.
So
Flank for the
that's-
advantage. Cuckoo, meta pigeon.
It doesn't have to be if she's next to one of my friends, so that's okay. So with my bonus action short sword, I roll
Roll to hit.
even worse, an 8 to hit.
And that's
That
a nat
misses.
1.
Yeah,
That's a nat 1.
You know, if you were behind them, you could
If
have
you'd have
rolled.
moved behind, you
with
could have rolled with
advantage.
advantage. But you didn't. It's a learning experience. So you run straight up. You're next to Quent. You take the swing, and she's quite adept at moving out of the way. So yeah, she's still up. He, she, it, her.
Wow, it
Them.
certainly is flexible.
You know, you roll a lot of ones when you attack. How many times did
Yeah.
your crossbow jam last session?
4 or 5 times, yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
We've established that Roll20 and D&D Beyond, in general, they're both like really good or really bad. You either roll like 6 20s in a row or 6 ones. You know what I mean? There's no middle ground.
I think that's all of what I can do, yeah.
Okidoki takes us through to. Auntie's already been on off turn, so it'll be. What will happen is reaction. She's gonna. Now I've got to figure this out. I got to move her, but she's not moving. It's just the only way I can actually get to the thing I want to, which is. Oh, I thought it was in there. Ugh. I swear, right? Roll20's updated since yesterday. That's all I'm saying because it just looks different. It's
Quite
weird.
possibly. I mean, obviously, with the new D&D coming out, they are changing things.
Making changes. I can't see because there's an option on this. It's because it's. Oh, is it just that one? Let me just check. It is. Okay. Cool. That's fine. Okay, it's your turn, Taser. Carry on.
Okay, so I'm going. When? But it's not
Going to
Didn't
not
hear
talk
you say
loudly
it again.
enough.
Yeah.
What do you say, mate? We missed all of it.
Yeah. So I was gonna shoot the one with up by Quent, but that's not gonna happen now because somebody. So I'm going to shoot one that's not in the box.
Okay. Yeah. So attack that. Are you going to use advantage or just normal? Did you want to do the trick shot?
They're not in a line, unfortunately. If they
It
were,
could be if you moved.
Or you could just use their advantage.
um,
And don't forget you've got sharpshooter. So at any point you can -5 to your attack roll to take a +10 damage. That's not even a trick shot. That's just a straight shot. But obviously it's harder to hit. But then if you roll with advantage with your Deadeye shot, then you're more likely to still hit with rolling 2 dice.
yep. So okay, I'm going to move first,
Okay, ignore the DM. It's fine.
then do the trick shot.
So you're doing the trick shot, which is the piercing shot, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so I think you first of all have to roll an attack roll on the first person.
$13.
What did you roll? A 5. What is your gun's misfire? It's just a 2, isn't it, I think? So you're fine. Because piercing shot ups your misfire potential. So the creature takes damage on the attack roll. Okay, so you need to roll damage on that one.
11.
And then roll again with disadvantage to see if you hit the one behind.
To hit or damage?
To hit. You have to hit first. So the bullet goes through one. Does it hit the next one? You have to roll with disadvantage to hit.
24.
With disadvantage? Yeah, so that's fine.
Yes.
So you hit, roll damage on the second hit.
6.
6 points of damage. Nice. Okay. You've moved, you've taken your attack. What next? You get 2 attacks per action, but you are getting very low on bullets, but you can shoot again if you want to. Or if you have well, you don't have a weapon in your hand, so you can't attack with your sword because you don't have one.
Just
Can bash with shield, it would be.
Shield bash isn't in D&D, strangely enough.
I think it counts as
Mainly
unarmed.
because shields are massively overpowered.
I think because it counts as unarmed attack, but in this
Yeah.
case it wouldn't count as light. I don't think because it's not a
Nope.
light weapon.
There is a feat that gives it to you.
Ah, there you go. If you have feet. So what are you doing with your... Are you going to fire again, or are you just going to...
Yeah, I'm gonna fire again.
Okay. Are you doing a normal shot this time, or are you going to do
Yep.
another... Yeah,
No,
cool. So just
Just
shoot the first
standard
one.
shot, 17 to hit.
Hits, roll damage.
8 points of damage.
Still up. Okay. It's now their turn. So, actually, no, it isn't. It's the Type 1's turn who's still fascinated. So, move on.
He sits there and just looks at the pretty kitties.
Looks at the pretty kitties. Fuck's sake. It's so annoying. They've got such good abilities.
Arlo
They
is
can
gonna.
summon snakes. They can turn into snakes. There's all kind of snake-related stuff.
Arlo's gonna toll the dying on the one that Quent is attacking.
Everyone's trying to steal Quint's kill. I love it.
DC 16 wisdom
And no one's
saving
managed
throw.
it. I think Quent is intimidating them so much that they fail. So is that... Sorry, DC 16 what?
Wisdom.
Is that a magical effect?
Yeah.
Success.
Okay.
Success for
that's-
me. I rolled a natural 16.
Piece of shit.
Advantage on magic.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to move over here, so I'm even further away.
Okay.
I'm gonna hide behind this rock. There we go. I'm cowering. Not
Quent,
hiding,
you're up.
cowering.
Ash on deck. I like how you've moved over there, really close to something, because you know it's about to die. I'm moving away from the action. There's a guy right there. Yeah, not for long. Quent, what are you doing? Are you just going to leave that one to take out Arlo as he tried to kill Steel?
Oh, then that's a tempting idea. But nah, I'm gonna slice and dice this snake, and maybe we can get some snake food later.
Snake soup.
Yeah, wow, fried snake, stuff. Oh well, let's
Quent wants to
kill
make
it.
some boots.
Well, there's something. I remember something about rage and advantage, or was that in my mind?
I don't think you get advantage.
Nah, I don't think either. But
You get advantage on strength checks.
brain just had a little fart there.
Hmm.
Whatever.
You can go reckless. You can
Right.
choose to make your first attack on your turn, but then they get advantage on you, but then not if they're dead.
And
Everyone-
he'll probably be
everyone
dead
would
by the
get
next
advantage
round.
on you.
This one's probably already dead because 24 to hit. So
Yeah. So basically, when you make your first attack, did you roll with advantage or not? You didn't, did you?
no.
No, that's fine. So if you want, you can go reckless. When you do, it gives you advantage on melee weapon attacks on this turn, but attack rolls against you have disadvantage. Sorry, attack rolls
Yeah.
against you
Yeah.
then have advantage. Okay, so 24. She's dead. She has 2 hit points.
Yeah, he's definitely got minus a lot now.
minus a lot.
All right.
Okay.
So
And then what you do with your second
she
attack?
did. Well, since she did, there's that one is.
I would say,
in
as we don't
within
have
reach.
exact measurements here, because the thing, I would say if you have 30 feet of movement, you can make it to that one.
Yeah, I got 40.
Oh, you're plenty then. I like he's just finishing off the 2 things that both of them are nearly dead. They're like hanging on limbs and shit. And he's just like chopping off snake heads.
I mean, 12 to hit.
Still hits. It's 11 AC. So,
Ooh.
by the way, she has 1 hit point.
She's dead.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
very, very
It's like a
dead.
2 and a 1 hit point after Taser has just finished with them. So yeah, then they didn't have much. Okay, any bonus actions?
No.
By the time they get a turn, they're all going to be dead. You know that, right?
Hopefully.
So annoyed.
I mean, all the bonus action I got is rage mode.
Ash, you're up.
So yeah, no.
So, you say this one's looking fairly blooded?
No,
That one
just. Not even. Is she blooded? It's just blooded.
Just, okay. Yeah, because I didn't hit that one for as much, and Tazar didn't hit it for as much. Well, right, okay. In which case, I will do a... Oh, I've lost my count. I will do a standard chromatic orb, I think. Yep.
Light a fire under their ass.
18 plus 6 to hit. I think that might hit.
Misses. She magically pulled up a snake shield. No, yeah, she's hit. Do damage.
Not as much.
Oof.
9 points of fire damage.
Ah, nice. Still up.
Yes.
Anything else from
that's
you?
That's a 1, not a 7, annoyingly. Do I want to move anywhere? I don't think so. No, I'll stay there.
Carlon.
I will move in the direction of Quent for my full movement speed of 30.
So the map isn't 100% accurate. So you want to? Yeah, you can get behind Quent if you want.
I would assume there are some shrubbery that I can hide in.
Yeah, I would say on the map you've got a tree there. You can sort of get into the shrubbery of the tree and try and hide.
Yeah.
Roll me a stealth check.
Bonus action height. That would be
Roll me a stealth check.
15.
Pause, please.
Are so broken.
So the pure blood is the one, yeah, and ooh, what's your roll?
15.
Okay. I will tell you what happens when you do whatever you're going to do.
I was trying to use my hand crossbow to attack the one in
This one?
Yeah, that one.
And you want to attack with advantage because you're hidden.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Oh, he wants to get.
She saw him run in there,
he
and
wants to get
she
sneak attack
just
because
sees
he's
him.
hidden.
Yeah.
Either or, you're not hidden.
Okay.
She rolled a natural 16 on perception.
Because the range of my hand crossbow is only 30. Well, extended range is 120, but normal range is
So
30.
disadvantage.
Yeah. So I will try that. With
Why not?
Disadvantage, I guess, then.
Do it. Man of the match in the last round of stuff and sucking at combat today.
13.
Oh, that hits!
So
But she's not engaged and you're not hidden, so you won't get sneak attack.
yeah, and she's not close to anyone else.
It's just unlucky that you pulled that. I mean, she literally rolled a natural 16, which I think she had to roll a 15 or above, and she rolled a 16.
6 points of damage.
She's still just up. I don't know what. I just think it looks like a female on the picture. So.
It
Okay.
does, yeah.
She, by the way,
End of my turn, yeah.
she's getting a turn, baby. She's getting a turn. Which is kind of exciting. All of a sudden, I'm actually going to do it this way. Let me just go. I don't think I've got one here.
I wonder if she lays eggs or live.
So, I'm going to go with. I'm going to roll the dice. Okay. Ash,
Yes.
suddenly, you feel like around your legs a snake has crawled up out of the actual water and it's going to attack roll. Natural 20 with a fucking snake, seriously. With the thing that's got a challenge rating of 1/8.
If he
Bite
shielded,
attack.
would he block it?
Look at that, but no, it's still 20, it's 25 to hit. I know, 25 to hit.
Yeah, that's
You're gonna
gonna
love this. This is great, yeah? Yeah? So, double, because it's the dice rolls are doubled, yeah? 1d1 piercing damage. So that's 2
Dude.
2 piercing damage plus 2d4 poison damage. Fuck's sake. What a waste of a natural 20. A 2 and a 4. 6 double 12 points of poison damage from the snake. You can make a constitution saving throw to save that. Don't make a constitution saving throw.
Oh, go on then.
Just for the second damage. So at the moment you've taken the 1 damage, the 2 damage, and then this is going to be either 10 or 5.
It's 10 plus 6, 16.
Oh, Jesus, what the fucking plus 6?
My constitution is plus 6.
Sorcerer.
For some reason.
Yeah. Yeah, it's because you got I think you're Warcaster or something, aren't you? Which gives you an extra double the thing. So you take 5 points of poison damage.
Okay, in which case I heal myself with the 12 and then take 5 off? Well, it should be 6 off.
Yes.
Because it was 12.
It'll be 6. Yeah.
Right,
Okay, that's the snake.
Not quite so bad.
Wishy Charm's turn. And Quinn.
Yeah.
That's the right person. I need you to make me a charisma saving throw.
Yeesh, that's a -1. On a 15, so 14.
Ugh. You're fine. That's her turn. let's just move on. Suggestion as well. Such a good spell, guys. You gotta suggest that you just put your fucking face in the water. Anyway, carry on. That's her turn. That takes us to Taser at the top of the round.
Okay, so obviously Taser again. So
Breaking up. Move mic closer.
yeah,
Just
Yeah,
need to
so
speak
Taser-
louder.
yeah. Taser's gonna. Has he got them? Look.
What are you trying to do?
Just trying to see. So 5. So trying to get in range to do the piercing shot through both of them is what I'm trying to do. I just don't know whether I have the movement to do it.
Oh,
I think
right.
the DM
What's your movement speed?
It's 35.
So I would say.
So you're trying to
the
get onto
tree's
this
kind
line,
of there.
basically.
Yeah,
you can,
basically.
that's a tree that's in the way, so you could move half movement through that, but then that would be your movement there. Or if you wanted to go round, you could go to 18, and then 18. I would say you can try. You can you could basically move to about here, and then I think that's that's where you could get. So then theoretically, there is a kind of line. I mean, it's not obvious, but you can try, is what I would say.
Okay, I'm gonna try and do the piercing shot.
Okay, so roll your first attack at disadvantage, is what I will say. So it's disadvantage to hit and then disadvantage to hit.
But at least the first one's got a fairly low DC, hopefully.
They both have terrible AC, guys.
So
Well,
that's-
I foresee.
The first one was a dirty 20, and with a disadvantage, let's try again, see what happens.
Ooh.
Yep, that one.
Nat 1! That's a misfire! Beautiful. So as you go to fire, you try to line the shot up. As you shoot, the gun just misfires. And we'll decide how we're going to... I can't remember exactly what we've got to do with that, so I'll look at that in the next break. So your gun is now misfired, which means you can't fire your second shot either. You have to... What you're doing, you've now got a gun in your hand that's a useless piece of junk.
So my second thing's gonna be try and dislodge the bullet, I suppose.
Okay. What does it say on misfire?
Let me have a look. Misfire. Whenever you make an attack roll with firearm and the dice roll is equal or lower than Weapon misfire score.
You can spend it.
weapon-
You don't have an action. Your action was to attack. You need to spend a full action, not just the second half of an action to repair it. So at the moment it's misfired and you can't use it with your second attack. You have to wait until you have a full action to try and repair it.
Okay, so my second action is going to be holster it.
Okay, so you're going to holster that, and you can pull out if you want. Basically, you can use. I will say, as it's an attack, you can put it away and then pull out the other pistol or the sword.
I'm going to go
Meanwhile, I
for.
whip this out.
Yeah, I'm going to pull out the rapier.
Okay, so you're pulling out the rapier. Is that the damaged rapier?
It doesn't say it's the damaged one. So
You don't have a non-damaged one, I know that.
Yeah. So you have a -1 rapier. So you've got your -1 rapier in your hand, and that's the end of your turn. Okay. Next up is Mr. Dizzle Dazzle. It's like
You're really disappointed Eagle didn't pull that off and wake him up.
I know. If he'd have actually got a shot off and done like very little damage. Yeah, he's just gonna look at the pretty kitties. Fucking hate that spell. It's my favourite spell as well with my character. It's just so powerful. It just shuts down entire battlefields until you want to wake them up. Okay, Arlo, you're up.
Arlo's going to move a little bit closer. Oh. So, round about there-ish. And let me just check the range real quick. Yeah, 60 feet. That should be fine. Toll the dying on that one. So it's DC 16 Wisdom saving throw.
Natural 17.
Okay, so that's Arlo's go.
Come on, the advantage on magic saving throws. Snake people, man. Quaint, you're up.
Aye.
She doesn't have advantage on getting hit by an axe, though.
Well, that's what I'm hoping she don't. So I'm gonna move close to, but not into the field, but close enough to hit her with an axe.
The field isn't there anymore. He still sees them. It's actually one thing we learned, wasn't it? When the thing goes up, it goes up and bedazzles people, and then it's not there anymore. It's weird.
It doesn't
It's a
affect
spell that
people,
lasts a
just-
turn, but it affects them for a minute. Once after that, you can enter the field, no worries. That's why she's not saving each turn. It's not there.
Ooh. Well, she's gonna survive the first one, I think.
Okay.
Only 10 to hit.
10 misses.
She's not gonna survive the second one. 16 plus 7, so 23.
Definitely hits. Definitely hits. Roll
Since,
damage.
since this is the first one that hits, that means I also get to use.
Indeed.
And oh crap! 11 plus 4 plus 5 plus 3 necrotic.
The X is already on the screen.
20. That's 23 damage, of which 3 of them are necrotic.
Yeah, she's dead.
Roasted.
Excuse
Something.
me.
Yep. Max.
So
It's killing them all.
I don't think you've got the movement to get to the second one, do you? Oh, maybe.
Theoretically, I do have.
Yeah, with
but I-
40. Yeah, with 40, you've got enough.
But I don't have any more attacks lined up, so.
Oh, of course, you use both. Yes. Okay, so that's your turn.
Brain.
Ash,
Um.
you have a
Tie him
snake
up.
on you.
Oh, is the snake still there?
Snake in my boot.
Yeah, didn't fucking miraculously disappear, did it? It's just you got a snake wound
might
its way up your leg and bit you, and then it's still up on you.
Could have been a magical snake.
It's not a magical snake; it's an actual snake. You can make a perception check or an investigation check if you want to check if it's a real snake or not.
Well, the fact is,
Yeah.
still
Run
there after
away.
She's died.
Get an attack of opportunity from a snake.
Yes, I should have Roger Retributioned it. Damn it. Oh well. Anyway.
You should.
In which case, since it's on me, I will shocking grasp it.
Okay, roll to hit.
What's the HP on a snake, anyways?
5 plus 6, 11?
Believe it or not, it's got a higher AC than the
That's
other
what
things you're
that's
fighting.
why.
It's yeah. Even though
which
it's on
case-
you miss.
In which case, favoured by the gods.
Okay.
Might as well use the damn thing, so I always forget. So I can add
Yeah,
2d4.
makes sense. Oh, I mean that'll definitely
Another
hit.
6. So yeah.
Definitely hits.
Right. Okay. So
It has 2 hit points.
well, I rolled 2d8, so yeah, it's dead.
It begins life with 2 hit points. So
Yeah.
it's definitely dead.
Yeah,
It is
2d8, the lowest I can
snake.
raise is 2. So yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Good.
So
snake
you've
gone.
shocking grasped that. Anything else?
No, I'm not going to try and do anything to wake the thing up with my bonus action. So
Okay. Carlon.
no real point in hiding. So no, good.
I'm thinking maybe just not attack it, but someone will wake it up eventually, so it might as well be me.
I was going to say it
Wanna
only
hide
lasts a
first?
minute, and we've already had what 12 seconds, or
3-4 turns.
something like that.
I will move next to Quent if I can hide somewhere over
Gonna
here.
hide first whilst
Yes.
you're in the shrubbery. So do your stealth check.
Well,
Don't bother. Don't bother
Is
with
it
stealth check.
dazzled?
He is dazzled. So you succeed in being stealthy.
Okay, I first have to move anyway. So move next to Quent
Yeah.
and attack with my hand crossbow.
Do you get advantage when they are?
When I am
Any-
hidden, I don't think I have advantage.
It's
Not
all about the
sure.
feats, isn't it? So
What about the
sneak
dazzled
attack you
person?
get.
Do you get advantage against the dazzled person?
That's what I'm just looking at now. What does it say on the thing? What is the what is it? Is it
Condition.
charmed?
Give me a sec. Not the pattern. Charmed.
Yeah, charmed.
The charmer has advantage.
I'll say, while charmed by this spell, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Incapacitated, thank you very much. Incapacitated, and incapacitated cannot take any actions or reactions. So you do not have advantage.
But if
But
I'm-
it only has an AC of 12.
Not for long.
yeah, so I attack it with my hand crossbow. Or at least I try to. 22 to hit.
It hits.
So that would be a 7 points of damage.
So 7 points of damage, and then sneak attack.
Sneak attack is an additional 11 points of damage, so 18 in total.
And that's piercing damage, right?
Correct.
That's fine. So 11. What was the second? I've already marked the first off.
18 in total.
What was the second damage? I only marked the first off.
11.
11. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. So it's still up, and now it is no longer charmed. And the good news is, it's not his turn for a while. Is that your turn?
Well, so not a while. So
I move a little bit more back.
Okay, you move back. Up next is the no, they're dead, so she doesn't get a turn. Tazar, you're on Sun.
Okay, so do I realise that I've pulled out the wrong weapon and go for the scimitar that's not damaged?
I think they do.
I'd say
basically
you would
the
have
same
known.
damage.
Yeah, you'd have whatever's in your belt. So you'd have the scimitar. So you currently have the scimitar in your hand. You're gonna run up. What's your movement speed?
35. So I should be able
Yeah, you can get in combat.
to.
You run up and take a hit. Roll to attack.
Natural 1 plus 6.
Oh my god, that's 2 natural ones on the last 2 attacks. Oh my god, the pot's going down, guys. So
Did you just run up to him and give him your weapon or something?
I'm going to say, as you run up, you've just awoken from death, and as you get close, you just trip. You run up to attack him, and you trip on a thing, and are knocked prone. So you're currently lying on the floor, prone.
He's
Okay.
lying in the.
And I'll say you've used more than half your movement, so you are not able to get up. You're kind of lying there. I will say you could. Oh no, you've missed your first attack. So as you swing, you kind of trip, and you're now lying on the floor. You can still attack your second attack if you want with disadvantage.
No, I'm just going to use the roll if he tries to stamp on me or hurt me.
You-
Dodge action.
How? What?
You can't. Again, you've already used your action, so you can use the second attack. Is just there. You have a second attack if you want to use it. You don't have to, but you can't do anything instead of that. But you can use your second attack.
No.
Okay.
Stab him in the foot.
Okay. So, did you want to do anything with the bonus action?
Bite him in the leg.
No, you've only got second wind really, so you can't
Yeah,
really do
so
anything. Okay.
Not really.
So you're just lying prone on the ground, and it is
It's
his turn. He gets a turn. He sees this guy run over and just lie in
And just
fall in
fall
front of
on
him. I mean, it would be rude to not at least try to lay into one of you guys. So he is going to. Oh, it's a bit late now. He can turn into a snake and everything, but let me just look at what the.
Please don't turn another one of my characters.
Now you've got a lot of hit points. Oh no, I didn't do that. I wanted to go that and then go that.
He's just gonna stand on you and go like, drown already.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna. I mean, he has pretty good attacks, so he's just gonna attack. This guy looks so much bigger than the others as well. He's like he's much bigger. Snake head. I'm just trying to find my attack thing. There we go. He will. He will attack first, coming down at you with his scimitar.
With advantage, is it?
Natural 20 on the first roll. So that is going to be a 1d6 plus 3. That's 13 points of damage. As you're lying there, he just swings down his sword, and then as he goes in, he then leans forward to take a bite. With advantage. He rolled the same number twice. That's not going to be enough. That's only 13 to hit.
13 will not hit, thank God
No,
for
so,
that.
so he hits with the sword, and as you're kind of laying there, he leans in, and you just kind of roll out of the way, and he doesn't manage to bite you. Was that an innate thing that he could do? Yes. No, it's used its action, so he can't. He's already used his action. With you on the floor and everyone else dead, he's going to move off. He's going to start to retreat.
Attack of opportunity?
And you can take an attack of opportunity if you want with disadvantage. Taser.
Okay, I will. Let's see what this does. First one's a 24. Roll again. 11 to hit. I don't think that's going to hit.
Misses. Just. It's a 12, but it's close. So it whiffs as you go. You're trying to hit him, but he's too quick. And he's running away in that direction. Okay. Arlo, you're up next.
Arlo sees him running, and he says,
Oh no, you bloody don't!
and he casts lightning bolts.
Okay.
That's 100 foot,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm assuming he's not out of range for that. And I'm going to use a divination dice, so he's going to roll an 11 on his dexterity saving throw. DC is 16.
How does it work when they have advantage?
It just
Do you
substitutes the whole
say
dice.
you say the final thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
You just substitute one dice, so substitute the whole roll.
The whole roll.
Okay, so he fails.
So I'm just going to roll this on D&D Beyond. So he takes 25 points of lightning damage.
Nice.
And
he's blooded.
and Arlo is going to give chase.
Oh, really?
That's
Okay.
the first.
Right. Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Gwent.
Oh, I'm chasing after the fucker. But I can't see him because it's dark.
So and you wouldn't. Whatever you could see, you can see. So you see, as far as what you can see, he's now run off and he's run into the darkness. So you know he's in that rough direction. You can use your action and your bonus action if you want, or you use your movement and your action to go dash if you want.
You might as well move.
If you want to move the
normal
40
movement,
first,
see whether you
Throw
can
a
see
javelin.
Then figure out.
you do have a javelin.
I do.
So you saw him go in this direction, so you could probably get to about there. So you
Pick
could
up
definitely get to
Taser.
this-
Throw Taser at him.
You could get to that square there, yeah. So if you get to that square there, I would see. It's now really dark, and if you don't have dark vision, you probably still can't see him.
Nope. Well.
So you could keep moving in that direction. In which case, I'd get you to make an investigation to figure out which direction he went in, or you could throw your javelin in there and hope.
I'll throw a javelin in there just because
Make
why
an
the hell not?
attack roll with disadvantage. Because you saw him disappear, so you know the direction.
Natural 1.
Oh, so I mean that javelin's gone, bro. you ain't ever getting that back. You'd mark off a javelin. Your javelin is gone. That's in the swamp. Anything else?
You've still got 2 attacks. You can still throw that second javelin.
You could, if you have another javelin, you could throw another javelin and hope.
And the worst part is I can't even shoot him with a longbow because I don't have any goddamn arrows for it. Ah. Nope, 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 and a nope, 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 and not doing that, nope.
Lots of nope.
Your hand axes are thrown weapons as well.
Yeah, I'm not throwing those away.
It's just dark.
Oof. I don't really know what options I got. What can I do?
Well, you have 3 javelins,
No, I only got 2 now.
so you can still throw 1 if you want.
I could, but the chances of me one would be very fucking low. Not to mention to even find the thing again. But what the hell? Ooh, 14 is the lowest number, plus 6, so that's a dirty 20.
You will find it again because it is going to be impaled in his back. That hits. Roll damage.
Let's see now. So that's a d6.
Like a
Yeah,
D6.
a d6 plus 3, and since it's... Whew, I believe that also counts with the additional.
Does that work on ranged as well as melee?
That's actually a good question.
What's it called?
Divine Fury.
Divine Fury, when you're raging, the first creature you hit on each of your turns with a weapon attack takes 1d6 plus 3. So that is a weapon attack. Yeah, you're all good.
So that's 2 dices. So that is 7 plus 3 for the weapon and 3 for the Divine Fury necrotic.
So 13.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you can't see, but he's bloodied. You can't even see if he's still up because I mean you didn't hear a thud to the ground.
Well, I know he's bloody because he was bloody before.
Yeah. So you didn't hear him. You didn't hear a thud to the ground, but you can't see him, so you don't know if he's up or down.
Yep.
Ash.
Okay, so I'm going to run in this direction. And that does mean, because I can see him with my dark vision.
Yes.
So I can see... Presumably he's looking fairly bloodied by now?
Yes.
Screw it. I'm
Fireball.
Almost. My equivalent of that. I'm going to
Is it bonfire?
So that everyone can see him.
Magic missile at 3rd level.
Okay, how many missiles?
So that's 5 darts.
Oof. What's the minimum you can do on a dart? Roll those dice, baby.
So the minimum would be 10. Because it's 1 per dart.
Roll
plus
those
the thing.
dice, baby. Oof. That's not the minimum, is it?
15,
Nope.
17 plus 5, 22,
Oof.
I think.
How do you want to do this? He had 11 hit points. When you said the minimum was 10, I was like, roll the minimum! He was about to turn into a snake, by the way, and just drop into the water and go. So, yeah. You light him up like a Christmas tree. I think one of the actual missiles hits and lights up the spear that's in his back, so you can find it later.
Oh yeah, lots of little darts just go.
And that, everybody, is that. Boom.
Remember to
The
not
Yuan
forget
Ti, they were called. They are pretty. They were hunting for their sacrifices to their god. Is what they were out doing.
that stuff. Okay.
How many rounds of combat was that?
5-ish, I think.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Do
That's
they
what I
have
thought.
any
I had
loot?
5. I had 5. So, loot-wise, let me see what D&D Beyond says. That's random encounters. Okay, it doesn't say anything, so therefore we'll just do...
Well, at least I got 3 out of 4.
So... I hate when it does that. I need to start moving now. I've forgotten where I put my... I always move things around. It's in here. There we go. Roll... who's... You got Carlo said it, I suppose. Carlo, roll me the D100.
And don't roll a 1.
44.
So they're all carrying... I have to switch across to here, which is annoying. Sorry, guys. They are all carrying... like necklaces. That are identical, like pendants. If anyone wants to make a religion check, you can discover what they're about.
Arlo will definitely do that.
Make a religion check.
It seems to have some sort of pendant on it. Let me have a look there.
Oh, that is still a lot better than it sounds. That is 8.
That's not a
You-
lot better. That's slightly better.
You
What's the plus
don't
4?
you don't recognize the religious symbolization of it. They're just pretty necklaces.
Garland, have you seen anything like this before?
Carlin, you can make me a religion check as he's just opened that up for you. That's it. Just 2 people on this check.
Dirty 20.
You actually know that they are necklaces to the long slumbering god Merschalk, who is the what are they called? Huan Ti god of choice. I think there's a little bit on that which I can find in about 2 seconds by just clicking on. I think that button. No, that's the edit button. There we go. You actually recognize these with that role. They forsaken humanity. They were once humans who thrived in the earliest days, but they decided the anti-culture was among the richest in the world, and their warriors were legendary. Their religion grew more fanatical in its devotion, and cults bound themselves to worship the serpent gods. And then they started to indulge in cannibalism and human sacrifice. Through foul sorcery, the Yuan Ti bred with snakes, ultimately sacrificing their humanity to become serpent gods in their own form. And they worship the Wanti. Their whole life revolves around their temples. The Wanti love the gods they worship, don't love the gods they worship. Instead, they see worship as a means to attain power. And they do that by sacrificing intelligent species, the more intelligent, the better, to their gods to achieve it. That's what you know. And in fact, Mershok, by the way, that there are many gods. Mershok is the master of the pit, the long-slumbering chief deity of the Wanti. As worship of Mershok waned, he went into slumber. Mershok priests and Wanti abominations that maintain traditions of living sacrifice and causing suffering in the god's name. With enough vile acts, the abominations believe that the Mershok will reawaken and restore the Wanti to their rightful place. I love a bit of backstory. 44, you said, right? On
Yes.
the alpha which you killed and walked over, you find a 2-inch tall.
Javelin.
Oh wow. Okay. You find a javelin, and you find a 2-inch tall animal spirit that appears friendly. You can't believe you're going to have two things now. Oh my god! It's like,
Is it a
why did you roll
spider?
that? It's another. It's a 2-inch tall. It's a little snake. There's
I was gonna say, it's gotta
a
be
little
a
snake, a little snake-like animal spirit that appears to be quite sad that its thing's dead, but remains friendly. And as you walk away, it follows you as its new master for killing its master. You now have a small 2-inch snake that will remain that follows you around. You may name
It follows me around.
Yes, because you actually did you kill it? No,
Ashrin
Ash
did.
killed it. But you went over there, so it sees you as
It's
the
imprinted on you.
person. Yeah, you basically imprinted on you and follows you around.
I will put it on my other shoulder.
Yeah. Well, it just kind of follows you. You go. It's kind of around. Okay. You have that. I would say by the time you've gone over there, search that. You have a quick look at the other bodies. They've only got the necklaces. You hear rustling and noise coming from the direction that you came from as you realise that the other people are starting to approach. The other lizard folk.
So, I mean, we could try and hide behind this tree. We could talk to them. Or, what did occur to me, apart from Taser, none
You
of
could
us have...
skin them and wear their skins.
Well, none of us have actually slept, have we?
No.
So if we continue, we'll all end up exhausted.
I mean, it's... You've been travelling a couple of hours into the evening, so I would say if you were to... I mean, obviously, yes, you're okay at the moment.
Yes, yeah. It's just how long should we go before we rest?
Yes.
Essentially.
Obviously, you were following people along a path. You've now lost those people. They are moved away from what you could follow. You may be able to follow the path, but it'll be tougher without people to follow. But of course, now if you do hide, you do have some more people to follow.
Yeah, so there is a tree here that obviously the snake people were hiding in, so we could all hide behind the tree, hopefully, wait till they go past, follow them until we start to feel really tired, and then camp. Unless
Okay.
unless
for me,
Quent
yeah.
wants to just try and kill these people and ride the big lizard thing.
I was more thinking like if we lure them into the place where the dead people already are, we could kill the ones that's coming, and if someone else comes along later, they see both parties dead and think, oh, they killed each other.
I still have one spell slot left.
I don't know. I'm good with I'm good with whatever.
Well, shall we try hiding, and when we fail, then go with that plan?
Let's do that.
With the spell slot, were you more thinking that you could do another Bogluck situation?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, that's an
right,
option.
yes. Yes, I hadn't thought of that.
Right, well, Arlo's going to give himself guidance and try and hide.
Okay.
I will also try to hide.
Okay, so if you're all going to hide first, let's move you all up and let's do stealth checks from everyone. Taser with disadvantage. Oh,
Stealth. Yes. Oh, I get +5.
Even at disadvantage, 15.
okay.
21.
Ay. 2 5.
30.
That's it, bloody hell. So,
That
Like
was a-
one that might
A
time.
critical win.
so yeah, me and Quentin didn't do
Did
a very good job.
anyone? So did anyone fail? Sorry, did anyone roll a 1?
Nope.
So we had no 1s. Only 2 people rolled under a 13.
Yeah, me and Quentin.
So I would say as a group, who rolled the lowest?
I
I
rolled
will-
5.
So with that 5, just as they're coming over, Carlos suddenly realizes that you're actually really visible, and he just kind of pulls you back and pulls you into the bush a little bit more. And as you do, you go underwater a little bit, and you come up a little bit angry, but then you realize that he just saved you from being noticed. And they go past without detecting you.
Man, they gotta be fucking blind.
Yeah, they listen to people.
Nat 20 was Crux.
Yes. Oh yeah, I actually ought to do that, didn't I? Great.
Nat 20 people. Okay, so we haven't got long left, but are you now going to attempt to follow again?
Given you said it would be difficult to follow the path without, and we aren't yet fatigued.
Yeah.
What say we try luck again, Ashwin? I'm sure we can follow these ones a little bit better than last time. And you, roguish little fellow, you, perhaps you could scout a little bit ahead of us. You look like a stealthy type.
I would, but I cannot see in the dark.
Again, you're fine because the path that they're following is occasionally lit with torches.
Yeah, then I will.
I won't put it on
stealth
here
in
and move
front,
around.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're following them.
And I give him guidance.
These next lot sort of come through. Survival check with a D4, then, please.
That would be 6 with whatever d4 that it was then.
A D4, yeah.
Yeah, you rolled the d4. Yeah.
With an extra 1.
So a 7 in total.
Yes.
Okay. They are starting. These guys are moving a bit quicker, and as you try and follow, it is a little darker because the torches are more spread out, and you feel that you may be losing your way. So you then try to catch up. Roll me another survival check.
Can I use Poe to follow them from the air?
If you want to. If you realise that you're starting to lose them, you can send him up.
Yeah.
Make me a survival check with advantage.
Me or Arlo?
No, that was Arlo now. You
So
can make me
that's-
survival as well, just because you are still trying to keep up with them.
That's 10.
I only rolled a 9 then.
Okay, between the two of you, I would say you are able to keep an eye on them, but you're starting to think, because you're moving a little bit closer, I would like you all to make another round of stealth checks.
Ooh. Ooh, dear.
No.
Oh, that's the sound the DM loves to hear. Oh dear.
12.
That one.
19.
From you as well. That's 2 nat 1s.
Oh my god, that's fail, guys. You were just trying to keep up and they were quicker and it's darker. You're a bit tired. The night has been progressing. And you suddenly catch their attention. And they don't see you again because it's dark. I didn't have darkish, but you're stealthed enough that they don't see you, but they hear you coming and they now start to break and move at speed. If you want, you can chase after them, or it's up to you.
About now is when Arlo wishes that Bessie was here.
Oh, Bessie. Poor Bessie.
What do you reckon? We chasing them? What could go wrong?
I mean, we might as well for right now.
So they start to move at speed. You try to keep up and follow them. Before you make your next survival check, before we end the session, I would like who hasn't rolled the random dice of pain yet.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Encounter.
ooh.
I don't think I have rolled it yet.
So Arlo, just roll a d20.
D20. Whatever that was. 7.
Okay, and roll me a d12.
And that's a 6.
That's
That's
a
not a
really
good sound.
that's a favorite noise of mine. That one. That's a good noise. I've just got to find the. I already know what the 6 is because I made a thing. Yeah, there we go. So, who's leading the way?
Carlon.
Who doesn't have dark? But yes, I mean there is light. So Carlin is in the front, is he? Carlin, you in the front?
I was, yeah.
Okay.
Stealthily.
So as you're moving, you kind of lose stealth because you have to double it. You've been trying to be stealthy and stake it, and all of a sudden you realize they've heard you, so they make a
Meaning
bolt,
Quent
and you're the
just made
first
a
one
load of noise.
that goes. And you kind of, as they move sharply and turn around a corner, you're following them. All of a sudden, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Ten.
So as you go around the corner, you run in. All of a sudden, it feels weird. You suddenly sink a little bit into the swamp, right? And as everyone sort of comes round, you all now make a very quick perception check, everyone.
No.
Am I still doing this?
I see
17.
nothing.
Is that one? Holy shit! What the fuck with the last 10 minutes of the show? We've had like 8 ones or something.
17.
Okay, so by the way, it's only low DC. It's only a 10. Who's rolled under a 10?
Me.
Definitely Arlo.
Got 9.
If I'm still doing it at
Disadvantage, yeah.
mine's also on that one.
So as you run around the corner, so I need everyone that rolled under a 10 to make a dexterity saving throw.
I rolled a 10, so I don't have to.
No, so you're already in you're already in the quicksand, and it was a DC 11 to not, and you rolled a 10. It's only an 11 to not go in it. It's hilarious.
I have a +7 to that. Even.
Holy shit!
So what am I rolling?
So-
Sorry, was it Dex?
So everyone needs to roll a dexterity saving throw, DC 10. Sorry, DC 11.
7.
Wait,
Okay.
Also 7.
Failed. Taser.
8.
So we're going to leave the session right here with 4 of our 5 heroes, whilst trying to keep up with the fleeing lizard folk, caught with fortunately the strongest person of the party, the one who could have got out easier, but maybe the one that can help everyone out. Currently not in this quicksand. So yeah, Quent sees everyone go in ahead of him, and yeah, so literally everyone is in quicksand except for Quent. What a great way to end the session. Oh my god, I gotta put a note. So in my notes, below the recap, so we've done that.
Oh, how evil is Quent?
Yeah, that's it. See you later, guys. I'm done. You guys are idiots. Okay,
I mean,
so
at least me and Arlo
everyone.
probably have a way out.
Oh yeah, Misty Step.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Darn it.
Not sinking sand, quicksand. Okay. Everyone bar Quent in the quicksand. I was really hoping, right? It's one of those things where it kind of needs to come together. And it's like the moment you were chasing, I was like, I really hope you get the quicksand. Because going into another combat would have been fun at the end of the session as you're trying to keep up. You wake up some giant frogs or something. But I thought the quicksand is so much more apt because you're suddenly rushing and all of a sudden, boom.
Not
But the
rushing.
chances that not a single one of you would roll above a 10 or an 11 from 8 rolls. And you're all in. It's hilarious. Like, none of you saw it except for Quent, and then all of you got trapped in it because you're all. And it's Dex. Like you say, what if you've got a +7 to Dex? It's amazing. Of anyone to lead the way to avoid the quicksand, you'd want it to be Carlon. You know what I mean? It's crazy, 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 crazy. Guys, that was so much fun. So I'm jetting off to sunny America in 3 days. So I won't be around for a couple of weeks, and if I remember rightly, it's a hellish couple of months, or a hellish month, I think. Can we lock a date down for the quicksand escape session? I've also got the whole next area set up. You were right. I thought you'd get I thought you'd get through the swamp, but then the hardest fight you could get in the swamp was the Wanty fight. That was the toughest one. You actually rolled 11, so 11 or 12 was for that fight. Had you have got one of the easier fights, you'd have probably got through a lot more. So yes, I am in America, and then is it Josuke that's then away, or was that before?
Yeah, I can't do October.
I love that. Yeah, I can't do October. It's done.
Why not? I can do it from a car park in Sardinia.
Because I'm probably on some mountain in the offskirts in Indonesia. So yeah.
Beautiful. So when do you go? When do you get back?
So I leave on the 2nd or 3rd, and I arrive back on the 24th. But after that, I'm going on a weekend trip. So.
Okay, so we're looking at, as I now look at the calendar, then the 3rd of November.
There's a reasonable chance I'm doing a thing for Bonfire on that weekend. It'll either be that weekend or the next one, and I don't know.
And I think that weekend I'm doing stuff I'm having people over for gaming on the Saturday. So pushing it to the following weekend then would be the 10th.
Yeah, I'll have to check. It's likely the 3rd we'll do the Bonfire thing. Possible the 10th. We should actually confirm. We should have actually confirmed that yesterday. So, yeah, let's pencil in for the 10th.
How about everyone else? Everyone else looking good for the 3rd/10th?
Should be.
So the 3rd/10th, with depending on Ashrin's bonfire. What a surprise! It's actually Gaz with bonfire issues.
Yeah.
I'll put it on the 10th for now. Because that's running towards my busy period when I start doing weekends. But guys, I think let's confirm, because I'll pencil it in, but I'm pretty sure I'm working that weekend. I start doing weekends we start doing weekends at work from the 3rd, and I think I'm off on the 3rd. Yes, because I'm off that weekend. So my first weekend is the 10th. So let me know if it's that, and I'll see if I can switch those two around. If not, we might have to push further. But it's that time of the year for me, so let me put that on the calendar. So we're looking at 3 or 10, hopefully, and we'll see what happens with my work. I mean, I'm working. It'll only be until about 2, but it'd mean a later start, and obviously wife, dinner, and food. So let's see where that goes.
As long as it's a Sunday, then I'm pretty much okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest problem with me is I'll be... So from the 3rd, we alternate Sundays at work to Christmas, because it's our busy period, and I'm pretty sure I'm 10, 24... and 1 because it's Black Friday. Yeah, so a 10, 24 and 1. So I've got literally 3 and 17 of my only 2 weekends off in November. But I could maybe switch it. So, like I say, let me know, let me know, Gaz, and we'll see where we go from there. Right.
I was having so much fun. Just, yes, I'm not driving packages on Black Friday. I'm like, yay.
Yeah, it's all coming for me. It's all coming. Right, guys, that was fun. That was so much fun. It went so quick again. I couldn't believe it was the break. I feel to the break was a good period of time. I thought we got a lot done and it happened. And I was like, it's now time for a break. We've done that whole section of chapter 5. We're moving into chapter 6. And then the session ended. I was like, oh my God, we had like one fight. And then I'm like, Jesus. Once the fight starts to happen, man, it's just so quick. But I loved it. I wish we had longer, but unfortunately, I have to go soon. I'm going to leave you in the capable hands. There's a lot of rolls. because we rolled a lot of natural ones. Is there any prize money left after that session?
Luckily, we had quite a lot.
210.
So yeah, we still got 210.
Yeah, there we
And-
go.
Also, don't forget, we are also going D&D on next Sunday with the other group.
Excellent. So yes, don't forget that next Sunday, other group. Thursdays, me and the boys are going to get together and discuss it once I get back from my break. I'll have the show. So I'm not here for 2 weeks, so I'll speak to Gaz off the air. But I'm looking to switch back to the other Fridays probably, and I'll need to work out my weekends. But we'll do that probably before I go. I'll have a look at the schedule and we'll figure something out. But for now, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you in the capable hands of Gaz and the crew to do some dice rolls. I'm going to go to the loo and see the wife, and then I'll come back and say goodbye before we go. See you guys in a sec. Dice rolls!
Temporarily.
Holy text spam.
Yep, that's quite a lot, isn't it? DJ.
13 rolls.
Right, okay, I've got my thing copied and pasted. So, first, from the top on my screen, Quent, a d4, please.
1.
1 is Pornocchio. Next up, Tazar. Now you're Tazar again. A d6, please.
4.
A 4 is Paolo. So 2 I need to enter there. And next up, Carlon, a 4, please.
4.
4 on roll 3 is Paolo. So that's a 2 I need to put in there. Excellent. And next, Arlo, a d6, please.
It's a 4.
Which is Pornocchio again. And oops, that didn't work. Pressed enter prematurely. Back to Quent. A d6, please.
2.
2 is Paolo Woda. And back to Tazar. A d4, please.
4.
4 on roll 6 is Pornocchio. Grace isn't doing very well today.
Nope.
And next, back to Carlon for roll 7 is a d4.
1.
1 is Pornocchio. And Arlo, roll 8, a d4, please.
4. That is 3.
He is also Pornocchio. And back to Quent for a d4. Actually, roll d4s now.
4.
Check out my new trainers, alright? My holiday trainers.
4 is Tracer's first one. There we go.
And Trace.
Not completely avoiding her. Right.
Also, my new wallet
almost.
arrived. It's one of these cool, like, RFID protection wallets.
Is it actually a Ridge wallet or is it a knockoff Ridge wallet?
It's a knockoff Ridge wallet. Not only a knockoff, a Temu knockoff.
Oh.
Ouch.
But, to be honest, it does the job. Look at it, it's really solid. And it came with like $200. Oh no, wait, that's the money I already got. I got to find all my cards now.
D4.
My cards in there. I want to roll one, mate.
Who?
So, yeah, 2's another Trace one. Excellent, she's getting in there now. Does the DM want to roll one? Okay, a D4, please.
3. 3.
On roll 11 is also Trace. Yes. Now
Look at
she's
that.
not
None
winning, she's
at all,
getting
and
all
then
of them.
3 in a row.
Then, Carlon, a D4, please.
1.
1 is also Trace.
Smashing it.
So she didn't get any at all for the first half, and now she's just got all of them.
She's getting all the D1s, man.
And last one, Arlo.
Right, that is a 2.
Is also Trace. So yeah, she literally
There we go.
halfway
A clean sweep.
didn't get anything
in the
for the
second
first half
half.
and then got all of the second ones.
Excellent.
So I think DJ and D rolls. Let's just check. No one rolled entries. Excellent.
Ah! Camera down, camera down.
That's the one that's not working well anyway. Maybe dropping it will help.
Yeah, don't start. I need to figure that out now. That's when I get back. That's future Carl's problem.
I mean, to be fair, a reboot will probably fix it.
Hopefully. So I
thought it was me, and I didn't want to say anything until like you mentioned it.
No, we
It
worked it out before.
flickering.
Yeah, I had a camera flashing. It's just every so often it just crinkles. In fact, it's not doing it now.
It was distracting.
So yeah, thanks guys for tuning in and being here. For those that played, had a wonderful time. So we'll be back in probably 5 weeks. Hopefully, maybe back sooner than that on Thursdays. I'll be back like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Yesterday, 2 weeks. I don't know. Soon, not this Friday, not the following Friday, but the following Friday. I'm aiming to do a mix, which I had a little play with last night after I went to bed. I got my decks out again. Played my little decks. And I got some good ideas, so I'm looking to do something live on that day. Other than that, guys, have yourselves a wonderful September. I will see you all probably in October because, by the way, if anyone's in the west coast of America and wants to see me, I will be in Los Angeles. Small town, you'll definitely run into me if you're there. I'll be in Los Angeles.
I imagine it is. It's just this little.
From Wednesday.
Everyone's on the strip, basically. That's just it. They're in Vegas.
Well,
walking up and down the
hang
strip.
around Santa Monica Pier, and you'll definitely see me. I'm in Santa Monica from Wednesday for 2 days. Then I'm in San Francisco, mostly around the Fisherman's Wharf area, from Friday to Sunday, and then I'm in Las Vegas on the strip with a view of the strip.
I was going to say, didn't you say just wait until then and look up for the naked man in the window?
Naked man. We're in the Excalibur Hotel, which is the big like castle. So if you just look at the Excalibur Hotel, you'll see a naked man looking out on the strip with his arms like this. You'll know that's me. I might even get my butt cheeks and rub them up against the window. Like, you know what I mean? Like a little smear.
Brownie
and
as
on,
well.
and on that note, that's it. I'll see you later. Cheers, guys. Everyone say goodbye and wave.
Bye.
Amazing.